and a visit to our gemstone museum. All this for just $71.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Tune into Jewellery Maker for our Miss It, Miss Out show. Every day between 5 and 9 p.m. on Freeview Channel 50. Don't miss it or you'll miss out.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we have many stages of quality control, from lab tests all the way through to our own in-house gemologists. We're confident with our quality, but we want to give you that peace of mind by offering you a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Buying jewellery online from us has just become even easier with our new streamlined checkout service. We've made some little changes to make our website more accessible for all of the different ways you shop online, and now it's even easier using a mobile phone or tablet. Once you have added your items to your shopping basket, you can decide to check out now or save for later. Saving an item for later means you can easily find them in your own time, but don't forget to check back soon, as all our items are selling fast. One of just a few changes that will make buying jewellery from us even easier.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Hello and welcome to Designer Inspiration with me, Jenny Cleary. I'm with you until 5 o'clock today, and I'm joined for the first time today, very excitedly, not by Blue Peter's Sarah Green, but by Jewellery Maker's Sarah Green. Hello and welcome.
Hi, thank you.
It's so fantastic to have you today, because we've been very excited, Laura Androlios and I, because you do intricate beadwork, don't you, Sarah?
I try to, yes. Yeah.
We've all been having a little bit of a fight over one of your cuff bracelets upstairs.
All right.
You've been taking commissions already this morning. You know which one.
Who's won, I said?
Oh, well, it'll be me, of course. Laura can't fight for toffee. Now, she's there in the background going... now, Sarah has got some amazing techniques to share with you today. Sarah, anything that you want to let anyone know that's particularly interesting that's coming up in today's show?
Well, hopefully I'm going to show you some things you might not have seen before. So some what we call ladder stitch, and some embellishments for that. And then I'm going to do a demonstration on peyote as well, fingers crossed.
Peyote and ladder stitch, yeah. I call it coyote, I always get it wrong. Coyote peyote is coming up for you. The ladder stitch is coming up for you. Something you have never seen before coming up for you. So stay tuned today. It's very, very exciting. We've got Debbie Bolford and crew literally waiting next door to see what Sarah's going to give to us. There they are, look. Hello, ladies. Hello. We've got a fellow Gems TV employee in there. She's moonlighting, skiving I like to call it. You're just there for the sandwiches, aren't you, Lady Lou? There she Now, I want to show you a brand new strand that I've got for you. It's coming up as your star buy, and you do need it, you do want it. It is fantastic. Look at the formation of the agate. Now, this colour is something we have never seen. I love these. Are you thinking Laura Binding style pendants? I'm a bit OCD with Laura Binding style pendants at the moment. Just look at the intricacy we've got here. Now, Sarah is going to be working very closely today with seed beads, so seed beads it is. We've got the agate, we've got the seed beads, and we've got a host of inspiration for you today, so stay tuned. 550 carats in these irregular faceted, wonderfully striped agate slabs. Look at that, slabs. And then you've got little seed beads, they look about 3 mil. They are 3 mil, are they, Pip? 2 mil. Oh, there's me. There's me adding an extra mil. Now we're joined today by the crew. We've got Ben, whose hair's got darker today. Nice bit of cherry red going on there. I notice. We've got Cass. We've got Pippindor. That's his new name. Who? Pint. Pete. Pint. Who's Pint? Pete. We got Peter. Hello, Peter. How are you now? Say it like that because my dad's name's Peter and that's how we say it. Yeah, right there, Peter. Everybody else all right? Ryan, Josh, you all right, my love? And we've got Sarah. And Laura's just doing a bit of moonlighting. You're supposed to be upstairs on your desk, Laura. Now, we are going to kick off with the Winter Berries collection. Now, if you are really up for watching Sarah and her new techniques today, and I've got to say, Sarah, you have made a fantastic necklace out of this, which we were looking at upstairs, and it's got this wonderful reflection to it, and you're going to see that momentarily. Let's have a look at what we've got. Now, actually, firstly, and interestingly enough, if you are into your, I was just talking to Sarah upstairs about geometric beading, because I'm a little bit obsessed with that at the moment. Seed bead work, if you've got your bead loom, which by the way we're not going to be able to get for a while, so if you are lucky to have the bead loom already, well done you for grabbing that. We have got an inspiration. I mean, look at those colours, they're so wintry. That's poppy reds, mulled wine. You know I love mulled wine, Pip. Now you've got these lovely oranges. I'm going to separate them for you so that you can see. Wonderfully warm agate, those oranges, like the spicy orange that you throw into that mulled wine. And then we've got the vital ingredient itself, of course, that deep red wine colour. How gorgeous is that? And then I've got 2 strands of the black seedy beads for you. Now already you're thinking bead loom, already you're thinking seedy beads, already you're thinking, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I just need that little tiny embellishments. Maybe you do freehand stitching with your beads, you absolute clever ducks. Now I've also got for you mossy agate. Now Sarah Green, her and I have been looking at our collections upstairs. We have got some lovely green gemstones for you today. Today's word is definitely green today. Now you've got this wonderful mossy agate. Isn't that gorgeous? And then to top it off, you have got, not even just to top it off actually, because there's way more, you've got these wonderful cubes which just add fantastic luster, and they sit beautifully flat against the skin. So if you like to do ladder weaves, then this is perfect. I'm just thinking as well with the seed beads, I forgot to mention, if you do kumihimo and you like the beaded kumihimo, which I just think is so clever and so amazing. I saw actually, Sarah, on your page Peridot Crafts, you've got some kumihimo on there, haven't you? No. What is it that you've done, the little beaded thing that Pip and I like, the twisted beads?
It's called spiral staircase. It's a type of stitch.
Oh, I thought that was kumihimo, spiral staircase.
No, it's all beads.
Yeah, I've just been looking. Go and check out Sarah's Facebook page, Peridot Crafts. Have a look, you'll see what I mean. So like, if I wanted to do that spiral staircase look, I could use the seed beads for that. If, however, you do like to work with kumihimo like Sarah Alvin does and bead with that, this is perfect for that as well. Now I'm also going to give to you some drops of deep garnet. Such a beautiful, rich colour coming from that garnet. Of course, we know it as January's birthstone. And you've got such rich colour. Now you're going to see how Sarah has taken this and made it kind of Downton-esque. And if you like to be very, very Downton, we've seen actually, Laura and I were having a bit of a snoop over lots of different sort of designs, and Pippindor was getting involved as well. And I'm calling you that because it rhymes with Gryffindor, okay? It's happening. Now Pippindor was doing that with us as well, and we saw the most amazing bridal piece, and we just said it's very Downton, very full of drops, beautiful, beautiful embellishments. And then I'm going to give you, how much do you get in the afternoon show? This is insane. Absolutely stacks. Then I'm going to give to you drops of moonstone. Of course we know moonstone is a birth gemstone. I like to think that it's a little bit lucky. I like the sound of moonstone. It's quite romantic, isn't it? Moonstone, just to wear it. It's also the gemstone of fertility. A bit what, Pip? Pip's saying, it does sound magical. It's got that ethereal sound to it. Do you know that moonstone actually was in the Lord of the Rings? Moonstone, the elvish, in the necklace, the elvish necklace, the Lord of the Rings, because it's got that magic to it. New Lord of the Rings coming out in December. I do love it. I love a fantasy film. Now I'm going to give you the Winter Berries collection. Let me talk you through the dimensions of your beads. 150 carats of the rutile quartz cubes, they're 6 mil. 80 carats in your moonstone graduated drops 7x4 to 10x5 on a 20 centimetre strand. Your red garnet graduated irregular plain drops are 6x4 to 12x5 on a 30 centimetre strand. You have got also your red quartz rounds at 3 mil, black agate at 2, black spinel at 2, fancy jasper at 4, those are the mossy, I called them moss agate, didn't I? And your light red rounds at 2 mil as well. If you were to buy these all separately, £41.10 would be the price tag that you'd be paying. We're not going to make you pay that today. Hop on the phone lines 0800 644 655. It's a free phone number from a UK landline, or you can get webby with us. It's all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Don't forget your extended money back guarantee from now until the 31st of January next year. Not paying £41.10. Is that how much it was, Pip? Not paying that today. £41.10 is what you should be paying, but today, because we love you, they're coming up for £32.95. So it pays for you to buy now in bulk, to buy in these deals. You're making a £9 saving there. QSG C88 is the code that you need. That's QSG C88. Remember that extended money back guarantee from now until the 31st of January next year, and at £32.95 checkout baskets. A lot of you getting seedy with us today, in a seedy bead way, obviously, not in a, just realise what that sounded like. If you don't get that seedy, but get seedy beady with us today. That's what I wanted to say. Get seedy beady with us, and think about your Kumahimo. Like I said, think about your charms. Think about making those bubble bracelets. They'll be fabulous, won't they? For £32.95, you have got stacks and stacks and stacks. What an absolute deal. Remember as well, very important to note, that your extended money back guarantee now stretches from this moment until the 31st of January next year. Now, first and foremost, it's time to welcome Sarah Green. Do you ever get people saying, Sarah Green, like off Blue Peter to you?
Never.
No, all the time. Really? I can't have been the first.
From primary school onwards, it's followed me around, yeah.
Do you do? Here's what I did later.
Nobody just calls me Sarah. It's always, oh, Sarah Green.
Yeah.
Sarah Green.
Well, I love that you're wearing green, and your birthstone is green.
Embrace it.
Absolutely, it's the best colour in the world, I think.
I love it.
Colour of the countryside.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a country girl.
Yes,
so.
we are. Where are you from, Sarah?
From Shropshire.
Yeah.
A little place called Church Stratton.
Oh, is it right out in the nice countryside?
Yeah, we live 3 miles from a town, so I'm staying with my mum and dad at the moment. So.
Oh, lovely. So if it snows, that's it?
Yes.
You're done
if it snows,
for.
I won't be here.
Okay, well, I quite like the idea of just being completely isolated. Pip is also very isolated, and he loves getting snowed in, he's just told me. He's a country boy too. We've all got our pigs, haven't we? Light a fire, read a book. Okay, Sarah, now you've got some of your seed beads here today, and you've made some of the most incredible jewellery already. I didn't see that bracelet upstairs. Was
no, we only took a couple of things upstairs. Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful? This is exactly what I mean. This is why we need seed beads, isn't it?
I think so, yes. I mean, it's nice to be able to use your small beads, and possibly even with your beading thread might not go through them. I know the little black beads that I've used, I couldn't get the ordinary head pins through. I can only get sterling silver head pins through. So needle and thread is a really good way of making use of all these little tiny beads.
And I've heard that a lot lately from beaders that I've been talking to. Freehand needle and thread is something that so many jewellery makers out there are doing, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah. I mean, I can use the loom, and the kit that we're doing later on, originally I asked for the loom, so it's a bit different to what I was planning. But I think with freehand you just get so much more variety, and also you don't end up with all those threads at the end and don't know what to do with them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, on all those threads in one place, which is quite difficult.
I love the necklace that you've created, Sarah, because, and this is the one that we were all looking at upstairs, it's very Downton, darling. It's very,
I don't actually watch it, but I presume it must be.
Well, you were inspired by a Downton style radio wave, I think, while you were asleep.
The colourways just were brilliant for this kit. I mean, also with the moonstone, you could use the moonstone in the drops as well. You know, interchange them even.
I love the jewellery you've created. I just think this is a stunning look. intricacy is definitely the word that we're thinking about here. If you've got any questions for Sarah, maybe you've been thinking about getting into your intricate beadwork. Maybe you're sat there with your needle and thread now thinking, I'm going to give this thing a go. Text us in 60777 JM Studio, followed by your message. Here's exactly how. Don't forget to put JM Studio before your message, otherwise it'll float around and could go to Gems TV or Rocks TV or any one of our umbrella companies when we like you here. Give us a text, or you can get interactive via the power that is email. We are studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can, of course, comment on our Facebook page. Text is probably the quickest way to get through, because Cass is there ready with the what's that big thing called? Tablet. Yeah. What's that big technological thing? Now, Sarah, are you going to give us a demonstration on one of the pieces that you've done?
Sooner or later this morning, I thought I'd show you how to do everything.
Oh, excellent.
Obviously, I'm not going to make things from start to finish because there's a lot of hours work there, but I can definitely show stages.
Okay, so that's exactly what we're going to start doing now. So which piece are we going to start on, Sarah?
I thought we'd start with this one. Now, when I originally made a necklace a bit like this with seed beads, and the beads went all the way around, which is what I was going to do. And then I thought it was very heavy. And actually, I would suggest doing it with slightly less than I've done, because I think it would hang better in the decolletage.
I like the way you've done it.
Do you?
Well, I love it.
I think there's about 56 cubes.
Okay.
I would suggest 40.
Okay.
And then you can make a matching bracelet.
Right.
What more can you want?
That's good actually. Yes. Just by taking a 16 off, you're making a matching bracelet.
It sort of hangs nicer in the neckline, I think. Then.
Okay, brilliant.
But I wasn't going to take it apart and redo it.
No. Well, I don't know. I just think that this is beautiful.
You can do it either way, obviously, can't you? Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's get started. We're going to show you now. Well, Sarah is, not we. I use the word we. We both know that I'm not that talented. Now, our designer inspiration starts with this very Downton piece. Now,
okay.
You don't have this one, I think. Is that? Oh, you have got it.
Yes.
There's one that you don't have, but I've got my bundle here.
I've got plenty.
Oh, she's got plenty, Pip. She's fine. Okay, Sarah, where do we begin with this necklace? Shall I put it here so that you can actually refer to it? Sometimes I find that that's easier, isn't it? There we go.
We're going to start making the base.
Okay.
It's very difficult once you've started doing all the fringing and embellishment to add to the base. So you want to get your base the length that you want it to be. So, as I say, I would suggest 40 cubes.
Okay.
You want to pick out the ones that are really, there's not many, but some of them are really...
You say 40 and it sounds like loads, but then when you've got them all together, it's actually not as much, is it?
I think that's 20 maybe.
Okay.
So...
And you've done that on just regular cotton?
No, not cotton, it's a nylon beading thread.
Okay, yeah. So kind of like the stuff you suit Ash with, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you pull it, you can't break it. It's really strong. Okay. Thread it onto a tiny weeny needle. My needle packs, I've managed to pull off the size. So I think it's about a size 10 or 12,
okay.
Smallest you can get, basically.
Okay, I'm just going to let everybody know that the beading thread that Sarah is using is available both online and by giving us a call, and the code for you is just on the bottom of your screen right now.
Got a knot already, this is a good start.
Well, the thing is though, Sarah, is when we're doing this at home, we will experience this.
You will.
I mean, you get in a right 2 and 8, don't you? With how do I start? Do I put a knot at the end of my cotton, or do I just?
Not with this one, no. So the beauty of beading needles as opposed to ordinary needles.
Oh, it's a specific beading needle.
Yeah.
Okay.
The holes are no bigger than the actual. I don't know what you call it. This bit of the needle.
Yeah.
So it's all the same width.
Oh, so it stays the same width throughout from tip to top?
Because there's nothing more, well, apart from the very point, obviously, there's nothing more frustrating than getting halfway down your needle and realising that it won't go through.
I agree.
So, we're going to start with a ladder stitch on the cubes.
Now, this is something I've never seen before, so this is what I really want to concentrate on.
What
a ladder weave?
Is often referred to as ladder weave. In seed beading terms, we'd call it right angle weave.
That's right, I have heard it called that. So this is a different thing. The ladder stitch is a different thing.
Yeah. So, we start off with 2 cubes.
Okay. Let me just take that cotton out of the way. If we pop
our sorry.
No, gosh, there we go.
Okay. My hands are shaking.
It's so hard when you know everyone's watching you, Sarah.
Nobody's watching, Jenny, are they?
No, it's just me.
Okay.
It's just me, everything's fine.
Leave yourself what we call a tail, nice tail.
Do you know how long, sort of a forearm length, do you think?
This piece of thread is my
arm span. Okay.
Basically,
so your tail is about
as much as you could manage. If you can't manage that much, don't use that much because you'll just end up with knots.
Can I add on if I?
Yes, you can.
Okay, fine, all right. Because that's my thing. If you're halfway through and you're like, I'm going to run out of thread, I've got to undo it all.
Some people can add on. My friend Charlotte, who I used to bead with, always used to get her mum to add on for her.
I like the sound of this, Charlotte. Yeah. Who can do this for me and make it better?
Her mum, Catherine, also got all the knots out for us all, so that was fantastic.
Her mum, I bet she's there. I taught her everything she knew. Right, okay, so we're just putting them on in a regular way.
Yeah.
If we go there, then we can have a look on the overhead. There we go.
In the first instance, just to make it easy, tie a knot.
Okay. There we go. So just a regular surgeon's knot.
Yep.
An innie-outie knot.
If you can see, I don't know if you can, the holes are this way.
So the holes are up the top?
Yep.
They're not round the sides, they're both
This is why
up
we're
the
doing
top.
the stitch, so that all our holes are in the top and we can add to it rather than just threading a strand of beads.
Okay, so we're looking at this here and they're both at the top. The holes are facing upwards. Okay.
Can't remember how many knots I tied, so I'll tie another one.
Okay. And that keeps them nice and uniform together.
It does, and often we don't do that with seed beading, but I found because these are heavy, it's a little bit trickier than using a glass or a plastic bead.
Okay.
So the more you can sort of...
Because you've got that quality, that weight behind them.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to secure it a bit more often,
And is it easier doing this on a square bead than it is on a rounded bead? Because you've got those edges to work with.
Definitely.
So that's where this kit is an absolute no-brainer, isn't it? Okay.
So we're going to add on another bead.
Okie dokes.
So put your needle into your beads, and the needle almost finds the hole itself.
Yeah, it just slips on.
Of it. And put that through in the opposite direction. So
you've just sort of discarded that now, and then you're going in and you know that it will just sit into place when it needs to.
Yeah, you have got to fiddle with it a little bit because it will want to go somewhere else, but just knock it round.
Oh, so it kind of magnetically went snip into place then.
And then you pop your needle back through.
Okay.
The next bead.
Yeah. So this is kind of as simple as sewing, Sarah.
It's sewing, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, it is sewing. Yeah. And is that the ladder stitch, or is there something else?
This is ladder stitch.
Oh, fabulous.
Okay.
So you're just going around and you literally snip it into place. You just sort of make it go together, and it does literally go, doesn't it? Because the edges.
Yeah. So you to add the next one, because obviously we had a knot before, we haven't got a knot again.
Yeah.
You want to put your needle through in the same direction as you've just put it through.
So you're going up through the top, and always the holes want to face upwards.
Yeah.
So that's the key thing to remember, because when you slotted it in there, I didn't think about that, but that's important, isn't it, Sarah?
Yeah.
That the holes need to always face upwards. You need to be looking at the holes; they need to be there.
Mm-hmm. And then just for extra security, you go back through and to get your needle in the right place for the next stitch.
Fab.
I'll show you another one. I find, maybe I won't show you another one. No, there we go. So back in the same direction, see it's coming out, the thread's coming out of there.
Yeah.
So your needle's going in that direction, back through.
And then snip it into place, make it go. There we are.
And back through to secure. Now, if at any stage it starts to be a bit loose, like this one, pull it. This thread is amazing. You can pull it really tight.
Is it as strong as monofilament almost?
I think it's. Yeah, it is. It's thinner. I mean, I can't get monofilament through my needles. So.
So this is thinner, but it's just as strong.
Yeah, think? I think so.
So once you've done all of that, how much? So I need to do that, and I need to do it 40 times.
I would do it 40 times, unless you want to do it all the way around your neck,
which is what you do. Which was what, 52 or something? Did you say?
That used the whole of the 2 strands of the little tiny black bead, so you wouldn't be able to have a matching bracelet if you wanted to do a full neckline. But you know, whatever's preference, I'll get 2. You know.
Yeah. Okay, do you know? You actually said that to me upstairs. You
that
went.
Was the other kit. Get 2.
Yeah. I needed 2 of these. Okay, Sarah. Next time you
just
can
write my own rules.
Yeah.
So sorry, I was just saying, if it starts to become a bit loose, go round again on the same beads that you've already put on. and that'll just bring it in nice and tight again. And you can even tie, every now and again, tie yourself a little knot, just like you would with sewing.
Okay.
So I gave myself such a big
that's it, there you go.
don't know why I gave myself
It's
such
so
a big
hard.
long length of thread for 5 beads.
Yes, but because everybody
That's
needs
what
to
I'm
know,
used to,
and they'll go
yeah.
at home and do it, and you are
Yeah.
used to that.
So every now and again, because of the weight of the beads, you can just anchor them with a little half knot, I think they're called, aren't they, when you do
Little
that?
half knot, yeah.
Yeah, and then just carry on with your next bead.
And how do I finish off, Sarah, at the end? Without it all going bring, like it would if it was me.
You do what I just did actually then. So go around again.
So exactly like when you bring it back in and you just
Yeah.
go back on itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can even take it back down the row a little bit and then do a few knots.
No glue or anything like that? I don't need glue?
Try not to use glue.
I suppose if you're adding even more embellishments, that
Yeah.
tightens it in, doesn't it?
Yeah, and obviously if you put nail varnish on your stitch here, as I found to my cost on the second stitch, on the second kit, your nail varnish goes down your hole and then you've got a real problem, you can't get your things through.
Oh, yeah. Do you know, that's a good point, isn't it?
So once you've tied your knot, a nice secure knot,
there we are.
After the knot, weave through quite a few beads so that if it does start to come apart, you've got that bit of time to catch it.
Right, okay.
But also that's the way to hide your ends. So if it does, say, I mean, it shouldn't come apart, but obviously a knot is a weak point.
Yeah.
So if you thread your threads back through, if it does come undone, you've got that much that you can then add another needle to or whatever.
Yeah.
So it just, you know, it gives you a bit of insurance.
Or you ring your
really.
friend's mum and say, my knot's come undone, and she comes over and everything's fine. Okay, so what stage are we at now? We've finished our row, we've finished off. Where do we go next, Sarah?
Right, so we're going to do the embellishments.
Okay.
And
this is what just makes it, isn't it?
I'm going to put these to one
So that
side.
was the ladder stitch?
Yeah.
Fab, I think I can do that. I feel like I'm ready to go with the ladder stitch.
You can sort of get away with it with rounds. It's very difficult.
I'd say I'd probably, Sarah,
but
start
barrow,
with squares.
yeah,
I would never start with rounds and then go.
Little barrel-shaped beads are good as well.
Oh yeah, the ones we were talking about, the ones with edges as well upstairs, like the rondelles, but with the edges that aren't rounded, which we have a few of. We had some yesterday actually. Okie dokes.
Right. So in this kit, the two strands of small black beads, they're two different beads, aren't they? They're agate
one's
and
spinel, one's agate. Yeah, can you tell the difference?
I can't tell the difference.
Yeah, you can. One's really shiny.
Right.
Well, you can see that the spinel's got almost like a metallic sheen to it, and the other one's glossy, if that makes...
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I needed to use them all, I mixed them.
They look like little black currants, don't they? I really like those.
Winter berries.
Pippin Dawes says they look like caviar.
Ah,
He's very, very posh. Though.
It's a lot easier when you seed bead to... I use like a velvety mat.
Yeah, we
so
have
don't
got one
move
of
around
those
so much.
somewhere actually,
I've got one
Sarah.
actually. But pile your beads up.
Because
and
then they won't move if you put them on the velvety mat.
If you're using two strands like I have done, mix them up first.
Yeah.
Because then if there is a difference, the difference is all the way around your necklace. It's not... You know, you've got your very shiny ones on one side and your slightly matte ones the other.
Yes, you're right, aren't you? Yeah, of course. And then that's when you get a clear difference, whereas otherwise it sort of mixes in, and actually that's a really nice thing.
And I think that works really well if you for any sort of beading. If you've got, say, 2 pots of silver beads and you're not, you know, they might not be identical, mix them up and then... You know,
that's a good point.
It's all spaced out nicely.
It's a very good point, because then it sort of doesn't draw your eye to the difference, it draws your eye to the design,
because you'll know as well. That,
yeah.
I mean, I know when I make things and I have made a mistake, I can't leave it.
Because you
Nobody
just
else
think,
has noticed.
I can't have that.
Can't leave it.
No, I know how you feel.
Right. I'm going to take the thread off here. I'm going to thread my needle on live TV.
Yeah, really? Oh, crikey, I can't even do that. It takes me about half an hour. I like your little scooper.
Yes,
it's a little Barbie. It's a Barbie scoop. Look, I like that. Okay, so you're threading the needle on.
When you're using your reel of cotton, thread on the end, this end, and then cut. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
you've
cut this end,
yeah,
thread the other end,
yeah,
and a few times straighten out your cord as well.
Why would you recommend that rather than cutting it and then threading it?
Oh, you can thread it at any stage, but cut this. Put your needle on this end.
On the bit that's not freshly cut, the
Yeah.
bit that was the end.
Yeah.
Why?
A lot of nylon threads have what they call a nap. So the way it's made.
Yeah.
And so it's on the reel. So it's like you will find this is a really high quality thread, so it'd probably be fine. I mean, they will be fine, but you're more likely to get a knot if you use it against the nap.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Well, this is perfect. This is exactly why you're here. Because I don't know about the nap. Nap is when I'm feeling snoozy.
So if you want to, maybe a good way to remember is put your needle on first, then cut it.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. Like now, I don't know which end of which is this.
Because
but
I've
we'll
been
be
talking
fine.
to you. See. See.
I might have to get my head in the way for a second.
Get your head right in there. Don't you worry. Oh my gosh, look at that. You can tell she does this every day. Straight in there. Can't believe it.
Split the thread.
Oh no, I had to say that, didn't I? Because she did go straight through it and I thought, oh, she's a profesh. There's no way, it always goes doing.
I wonder if my needles look huge on telly.
I bet they don't. No, they don't. I can't even hardly see. I can't see that needle hole at all. There she is, in she goes. So, are we going to start now with the top bit or the bottom bit?
It's all done together, really.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you are clever.
So, we thread on.
Let's go that.
We just have a think, sorry.
We're just doing this bit. So we've got all the embellishments. That's what we're starting on. We have to move Scoopy out the way. I'll hold it up for you so you can see, Ryan, shall I? There you go. Sorry, mate.
So I'm going to start off putting my needle through my bead at the end. This little bit here that I added afterwards.
Okay, so just to show you that, Sarah's end bit, that was added literally at the end, so which we'll talk you through momentarily. So Sarah, you've just put a bead on the thread there. Okay, you haven't put anything on the thread. You've gone back through the square. Sorry, is what you've done, isn't it?
Then I'm going to take 3 black.
Do you need to look at it? There it is, in case you do. 3 seed beads. That's important, yeah. Yeah. The pesky little rascals.
You want to do it with your needle rather than picking them up.
And with your glasses on, I bet. I can't see anything. I tried to put my daughter's glasses on last night. It was even worse. No.
It's, as I say, if you've got a mat where they don't roll around, you can thread your needle.
Oh, she did it. You did it easily.
I did it.
There we are.
And then I put on 1 garnet.
Oh, so the garnet comes now. And do you put it tips? You're putting it the tip side in first. Is that important? Oh, they're top drilled. No, it doesn't matter. Ignore me.
They're drops. So
right. Yeah, the top drilled drops. So you're all right. Because if they were drilled through the bottom to the tip.
Yeah, you'd have to do a different design.
Well, this is easier, isn't it? I'm not going to make my life any more difficult than I need to. So in you go with those ones. I can't believe you're even. Do you want a magnifying glass? I've got one. I can find you a handy Andy if you'd like one.
I've never used a handy Andy, so I don't know whether it would.
You don't know what you've been missing. I'm going to get one. Wait there, I'm getting handy Andy. Where are you, Andy? There he is. Just in case this makes your life easier.
I'll just stick my head forward so I can see the.
Is that easier? I just literally stuck it under your nose. No?
One more.
Can you see it
yes.
there? There you go. Did you find Andy helpful?
Yeah. And my dad actually bought me a daylight bulb, and that shining on the beads is just great.
Oh, so that's a good idea. So a daylight
you can get
bulb.
Yeah, it's a bit like Handy Andy. It's a magnifying glass, but it's also lit.
Good old dad. Yeah. Good old dad.
He's an engineer. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, that's where you get it from.
And then, so we've got 3, 1, 3. Skip, you're coming out of this cube bead.
So you've got 3 seedy beads, 1 drop, and then 3 seedy beads. That's why you said 3, 1, 3, right?
Sorry, yeah.
Okay.
So you're coming out of the end cube, miss the next one, go through the one.
Miss a cube each time. There we are. Oh, wow. Already it's coming together. When you did that, I bet you thought, yes, that works.
And then we need a black. Yay, went through. A red. These I've used one strand in everything. They're amazing. They've gone so far.
Are you doing the top bit now then,
Yes.
are you? Oh, so you go, okay. So
what
Sarah's
happens-
gone under, and then you're going to go back round in a circle. That circle. Circle. Circle.
So the cube you skipped, you're going to go back through.
Oh,
not
and that's
back
why
through.
you skipped it.
That's why you skipped it.
See. She's a clever beady lady. Ta-da!
And then,
Oh, how pretty is that?
if I can do it,
Can we show that to Benny Boy? Because I just want to show everybody how, if we point it up that way. Look, can you see? There we are. So you've gone 3, drop 3. Then you've gone black, red, black, over and through the square bead that we missed out in the first instance.
Yeah.
Okay.
so then you're going to put on 3, she says.
3, drop 3.
3, drop 3.
That would, I'd be having a little song there. 3, drop 3. That's how I remember everything.
Yeah. And then you're still missing one, but you've already got that one there.
Yeah.
And it's going through your next cube. And then you would put 1 seed, 1 facet, 1 seed.
Yeah.
So it's coming back around for yourself.
So you're just basically repeating the same thing over and over again, missing out one each time, and then going back over the missed out one each time.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's easy enough. And that,
Do you want me to show that again, or are we okay?
one more time, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
No,
I
that's fine.
think I've got it, but you
I
know.
wonder if I can do it on the flat so that...
Okay, yeah, because we've got it on that camera at the top that you can see right there.
It
there we
is.
are. We're on the. It's very confusing. There's so many.
It is much easier, really, to do your beading in your hand. But
So it's 3,
you might be able to see it better.
Are we on 3, drop 3?
3, if we can get them.
3, drop 3. You're doing well.
Chase them around. Black is like the worst colour as well.
You had to
isn't it?
find the hole in. You're doing a good job though. And if you're at home, this would be.
Yeah,
much
and as I say,
easier.
if you got them in a big pile, you can just sort of put your beads through and see what you get. Your needle through and see what you get.
We are recommending that if you haven't got a velvet board, grab one. I think they're available on our website, so have a check of that. I think they're only about £1.95, somewhere there or thereabouts. The little velvet cushiony boards. We had some on yesterday's show actually.
I didn't know you did
with
those,
a bundle.
actually, yeah.
We do. We normally don't do them on their own on screen, but if you go online, you'll be able to have a look at those.
Oh, brilliant. Well, that'll be perfect for this sort of thing. So we've got our 3, drop 3.
3, drop 3.
Now, the one we're missing is the one that the second half of that loop goes into. So we're missing that one going through here.
Oh, so you just missed that hole out. You're almost right next to it though, aren't you?
And you
so it
want
overlaps.
to line it up so it comes over the top.
Okay, so you didn't miss the hole out, you just didn't go through the bead twice, is that right? Or did you miss a hole out?
I missed the hole out that lot of drops was coming out of.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I went into that one.
Yeah.
It's not quite so easy to see now because we're
You don't
using
share
every
that
hole.
same hole with that one, you move over. You move over almost, don't you?
So, but after that, I'll show you. She says. So we've got our
black, red, black.
red, black. And that is going back through next to this.
And that is sharing a hole.
It is sharing
That's
a hole.
sharing a hole
You're
at the
doing
top.
lots of sharing a hole, your hole,
Okay.
sorry. And that comes in.
Just to knit it close together and almost make that sort of fluid bounce of
'cause
gemstones.
What you don't want to see is all this threading.
Yeah.
You know, that's your mechanics.
Okay.
So,
how wonderful is this? So actually, Sarah, it's a lot more simple than it looks.
I think it is, yeah.
Because I look at this and I think, crikey, it's just when you bring it all together, that's when the intricacy really starts to make its
stages. And as I say, from after the second one, you'll start to reuse the same holes and you keep going round in circles. When I got to an end, obviously I probably should have started with a black, red, black here. But you can use your tail thread, which I should have left longer.
Okay.
And I'd put on.
This is the finishing touch.
I think it's 4
You've
black.
put on 4 red, 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
4 black. 1
4
red.
black, 1 red,
I said that
4
wrong.
black.
Yeah.
And I took that through the end of each of the ends.
You took the end over
bead
the tops of
through
the end
hole,
beads, yeah.
and try and go through those beads as many times as you can.
Okay.
So that I've gone through those twice.
Just to stop it going bling.
It's your weakest point.
Okay. So is there anything else I can just do to secure? Do I not? Do I just keep going round, 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 round?
Yeah, you can knot. You can definitely knot.
Okay.
What you can do, which might be an idea, is use a new piece of thread for where you attach the jump ring, and then if your catch does go, that's the only thing that's gone, or nothing else will unravel.
So
does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And then you've used your jump ring then to attach that chain. Sorry,
that's
Ben.
just some from my stash.
And then I'm going to just show you around the back, putting that beautiful little droplet off to finish off that little finishing signature touch.
I always like to put a little bit of weight on the end of my catches. It just makes it so much easier to attach.
It makes it feel more secure somehow as well, doesn't it? And it just makes it nice when you've got that long extender there too. It's beautiful. Now, I've been given some cords which I'm just going to give to everybody. I've got the different beading threads here, not cords, sorry. I've got the different beading threads. I've got your bronze beading thread. Now, beading threads, obviously, you can't put through the tiny weeny seed beads, but they're great for, say, the agate that you've got, the mossy coloured agate that you've got. So anywhere from a 3mm up is great for this. Now, I prefer these lovely coloured beading threads that we've got. It's 0.45, you get 50 metres. These look really great as Kumihimo. And these are just £3.95. 0.5 millimetres, 50 metres of bronze beading thread. WWGP83 is your item code. For Kumihimo, these are great. They're great for doing your Shambhala style bracelets. They're great for doing your macrame and things like that. And of course, you've used your beading thread here to make these beautiful earrings with the drops. I love these.
Yeah, I hardly use the moonstone, so I thought, I'll indulge myself and put some in there.
You kept it for yourself. I know what you're up to.
I took the pinky coloured agates out so that, because I didn't think they would go terribly well with the orange for the bracelet.
Now you're also going to get the chocolate I'm going to give to you now. Actually, the chocolate would look nice with that, wouldn't it? Chocolate. That was our lovely water girl, Debbie Balford. Isn't she lovely?
Just what I need.
She's a lovely lady. If there's someone in distress, she's there. If you're feeling ill, she's the first one with a bucket. Now, we've got the chocolate beading thread. We haven't got the chocolate beading thread. We haven't got the chocolate beading thread.
I don't know if you want to...
Oh, that was gold. I showed you what I thought was bronze, but that was gold. This is the... So which one am I giving now, Pippindor? I'll do the gold now. 3 different colours, they're all the same price. Now this is the gold, I just showed you, I thought it was the bronze. This was the bronze, I am sorry. And this is the stainless steel. Now you can buy them individually, they're £3.95 each. They're 50 metres each, so that's obviously 150 metres if you buy all 3, but they are going to, what about your beading thread DVD with Gemma Crow? If you've got that, then you'll be absolutely stacking up on beading thread. You can never be left short without things like that.
Earring with green beading thread.
Oh, the green beading thread's gorgeous. Had to be green as well. I love the little stardust round that you've got on there.
Yeah.
So that green beading thread, you can see how it just it actually adds to the design and it finishes it off properly. £3.95 is for your stainless steel. Remember, they're 0.45 in diameter. Now, thank you, darling.
Okay.
Which colour now, Pippindor? Can I do Winter Bride now? Please, thank you. Winter Bride. So we're giving you a very similar version of the kit that Sarah had, but in different colours. So we're giving you, if you love what Sarah had done here, but you're thinking, oh, I want to do that, but in bridal, then I'm going to give you a different colourway to do that. I'm going to give to you the clear quartz. Oh, are these? Hang on. These moonstone. Let's have a look. You've got the aquamarine drops.
Of course, some of those are huge.
Aren't they gorgeous? I love aquamarine,
in the
don't
middle,
you?
Isn't it? If you're a real planner, you can plan out and get your you can put your graduated drops into that necklace.
Yeah, if you like you said, if you plan it out properly and you want to add that graduation in, it's perfect for that, isn't it? Now these are topaz, the glow was amazing, really reflective, and just look at this aquamarine. So if you love what you've already got and you want to add to your kit, don't forget it's just one P&P all day long. So if you bought the first kit, I'm now going to give you Winter Bride, very, very similar styles of gemstones, but in different colours. I'd get both, Sarah, because I would absolutely get both. Now you're also going to get your seedy beads. Look how cute are these. Green quartzite, green aventurine and rose quartz, love it. I love that, that's apple blossom to me. And then again, you've got your 4mm beads and you're going to get them, aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they lovely? Green ruby zoisite in 4mm, and you're also going to get, I'm just looking for the other one, unicite. It was, Ryan, well done. It's unicite. So you're going to get this, but in a different colourway. I've got to have both of these, Sarah, because to do if you do them in different colours, they look so different.
Totally different look. I mean, you've got, even in the first kit, you've almost got 2 different looks anyway. Yeah.
Because you've got the moonstone and then you've got the depth
those beautiful moonstone strand that I've hardly used. I mean, I've got all those left. So
do you know, when you get something so pretty, you just think, oh, I'm going to save those for a special bridal piece sometimes. Don't you? Designer Inspiration with Sarah Green's Winter Bride collection. These should have been £53.10. You have got aquamarine, you have got topaz. The aquamarine drops range between 6x3 to 12x6 on the graduation. The topaz are 7x3 to 12x6 on an 18cm strand. LPG C45 is your item code. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling. You get webby with us today. It's JewelleryMaker.com. Not paying anywhere near that £50 mark though today for these. £44.95. So you're making a considerable saving by coming shopping with us this afternoon with our wonderful Sarah Green as our inspirational designer.
That's so pretty.
It's so pretty. It's time to get back to some more designs from you, Sarah. I can't stand here any longer and not make complete use of you. Now, let's see, which one are we going to do next?
Shall I quickly show you how to do the ladder earrings and then show you how to do the bracelet after that?
Is this the different techniques, same techniques but different? We're being asked, we've got to do the bracelets. We've had a million people, not literally a million, but loads of people texting in saying bracelet. Well, show me the bracelet. It coincidentally goes with what I'm wearing, Sarah, and you're, this kind of twists around. I love it. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it before I have a look? Here you go. Isn't that beautiful? I love the drops. Keep those text messages coming if you've got any questions for Sarah.
Really pleased with that.
68777 JM studio, followed by your message.
Now we've got to find more little holes. I'll just check my note.
There we go. Have a look at that. So that's what. Whoops. That's what we're going to create. Sorry, I was looking up to make sure I was getting it and I didn't realise there was a step there. So I'm going to pop that just over here for you. What do I need to start this, Sarah?
Right, so first of all I threaded on your agate.
Just in a regular threading way?
Yeah, I took out the purple ones to make the other earrings because I didn't think they'd go particularly well with the orange, and I love purple and I just thought they'd look lovely.
They do.
On this strand I've actually put 34 agates.
Crikey. Is that important to get the number right, or is it just that that's what worked out for you?
So that it comes to there on this bracelet and you haven't got those 2 extra ones.
Oh, okay.
That is the maximum amount of these little tiny orange agates.
So you used all of every tiny agates.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've just fastened those on tiger, what do you call it, beading thread?
Beading thread, yeah.
With a crimp bead, and you can see I've left some wiggle room, not much.
Some wiggle room.
There's your crimp, and there's your bead. And this is because we're going to go through each of these beads. Okay, so you want to be able to move it, and you by the time you put a crimp cover on...
I was just going to say that, you put a crimp cover on, and that's why crimp covers are brilliant, isn't it?
Lovely.
So you're unthreading all of those again. And are we using a needle and thread again,
We are
Sarah?
going to use a needle and thread, she says.
I can see all those needles going in people's baskets and threads going in people's baskets. Don't forget the thread that Sarah is using is available, and the details of which are on our website. I'll bring them up to screen for you momentarily.
Again, you're going to need a lot. I'm going to
Okay.
learn from my mistakes and not use a lot. For
Now
my
you're using
demo.
a different coloured thread this
I'm
time.
using an orange thread because I just thought it would go.
It does. And can I just get this in any crafty shop, haberdashery perhaps?
Yeah, yeah. Loads of places online or bead shops. I did have a look in the big bead shop, wasn't impressed.
Why? Were you
had-
like, oh,
they
I
had-
only bought a £10 note, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
They had
I know.
smaller spools than this. They only had black and white, $3.25 each. I think that was about £1, and it will last you so long.
It's naughty, isn't it? But then needs must, Sarah, needs must. Now,
Right.
so you're threading
So
on
I'm threading
again.
another needle.
You need a personal assistant needle threader, don't you?
Yes, she's called Catherine.
Oh, is that your best friend Catherine again? And Catherine's mum? What's
There we
Catherine's
go.
mum's called?
No, Catherine is mum.
Oh, Catherine's
Charlotte's-
mum. Okay, Charlotte's daughter.
Yeah. Catherine does needles and knots.
Catherine, look what you've started. No, do you think they're watching you today?
Be nice to think they were.
Yeah, I bet they
I haven't
are.
seen them for ages because I've just moved from Gateshead back home. So
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're away from them?
yeah. Hello. if you're there. Right. So I'm not going to tie this on at this stage, but just so that I've got a little bit of wiggle room if I need it.
We'll pop that up there so we can see.
Okay. Sorry.
That's all right.
So I'm not going to tie it on at this stage, but I am going to leave quite a big tail. Okay, so I'm going to thread on. No, I'm not. I'm going to pass my needle through the end bead towards where you're going to put your catch later.
Okay. I've just seen the velvet board to my left. Look, how cool is that? Look, it's right there.
I see.
Pippin door, you are mean.
And then so it's through that bead already.
Right, so you've gone through that bead and come out the other side, and you've sort of created a bit of an angular, haven't you?
It's just through. It's just so that I can start off that little.
Let's move over there so we can see on the overhead. There
Sorry.
we are. We go back there.
I have to have a big star or something on it.
Okay, I know, we do need that, don't we?
So then we're going to thread on. She says, again, 3, I think it is. I must have been obsessed with 3s, mustn't I, when I was
I
making
do
it?
think that you do tend to work in odd numbers, though, don't you, as a jewellery maker?
Oh, yeah. Except 3 and 3 is 6, which is what I've used, really.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But, Pippin Dawes singing 3 is the magic number in my ear.
So you've got your 3, I think they're agate, aren't they, the orange
Yeah.
ones? One of these, which is still the same strand from the other necklace.
Yeah, still the red. We're still using from the original
Absolutely
kit
gone
right now.
miles. And 3 more.
This is the Winter Berries kit that Sarah's using right now, which is £32.95. If you want to do the Winter Bride, it's £44.95, and the details of which are on the bottom of your screen.
Okay.
So we've threaded on 6 beads in total, 3, then a red, then 3.
Yeah, and I just realised I've made a mistake. I should have gone
I
through
wouldn't
the
have
other
highlighted
way.
it. I wouldn't have highlighted it. Oh, why?
Because what I want to do now is go through that bead there in that direction, but my thread's already there, so it's just going to come out.
Okay, so what can be done at this point?
I
Can
would
you
take
just-
that off.
Oh, just undo it. There we are. Easily fixed. It's life.
It's easy. I mean, obviously, it's easier not to do that first of all.
That's all right.
But
Though.
this
We'll
is
allow
fine.
that. If that's the only
Actually,
mistake
this is
you're going to
working.
make,
We're happy.
Yeah,
This is working.
we are happy.
So I've gone through that bead once. I'm going to go through it again in the same direction, allegedly, and then I'm going to go through the bead next to it. Which way should I hold it?
I bet you get needleworker's fingers as well, don't you?
And then pull.
There we are. Oh, it didn't work that way after all. I know, you have to put your needle on the other
You
side.
have to put your needle on
That's
the
what
other
it is. That's what it is. It's me. I'm ever such bad luck for everybody
Are
that
you?
touches me. Yeah, I'm
Well,
sorry.
I'm really glad you're here for my first day.
I know, but I do like green, you see, so I was thinking perhaps that might detract the bad luck, but it didn't, so I am sorry. Here we are.
So we're just going to put my needle on the other
Everything
end.
after me will be fine, so don't worry. Next time you can request Lucy and everything will be much better.
Well, she was just telling me that she smells of fish. She eats tuna every day.
So I don't know. What's worse, bad luck or fishy? I don't know. I do not smell in that way. Mine's more wine that you're getting there.
Nice one. I might do that
It's not
tonight.
really. It's not really. It's perfume, darling.
But you see, because I haven't tied it on at the end,
Yeah.
I can just pull it along.
Okay. So it was easily fixed, and actually, it makes you more human because sometimes I watch you lot, and I look at the amazing jewelry you do, and I think, wow, it's
still
just
the
so
wrong way around.
perfect. But it's fine. You do make mistakes after all.
Okay, so it's still the wrong way around, so I'm just going to take this through here.
Can you fix it? Yeah. And actually, you are working backwards to the camera,
Yeah.
so I will let you off.
Okay.
Only this once, said Pip. Pip indoor. Calm down. Sit down, Pip.
So I've gone through that bead there. Now, just to fix this, because it's the wrong way around, I'm going to go back through these beads. She says. Because I want to be coming out of the other side of the bead. So apologies, everybody. This will confuse you.
There we are.
But if you do end up in the wrong place, go back through your beads.
You can rectify it though, can't you? I just did stick my big beak in your way then, sorry. There we go, so rectified, and then we'll start again from the very beginning.
Right. Right, well just pretend that one's not there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Thread on.
This happens to everybody, by the way, not just you.
Doesn't feel like
Linda
it.
the other day, she just completely forgot how to do a plait, didn't she? With the 4-thing plait, and she was like, I know I can do this. She's been here for years. She's
Okay.
one of our most experienced designers. Everybody does it.
Okay. So that's in the right place. Just imagine you can't see that funny little stitch there.
Okay.
If people want, I could write or draw a little pattern for this and put it up on your Facebook page.
Thank you, that would be lovely.
And try and get your beads in the right order.
Well, you can indeed go on to Sarah's Facebook page. She's Peridot Crafts. So go and check that out on Facebook, and you can have a look at some of Sarah's other wonderful pieces of jewellery as well. Loving the, what was it called? The helter-skelter stitch, the spiral stitch.
Spiral staircase.
Yeah, spiral staircase, that was it.
Yeah.
In my mind, it was the twirly-whirly thing. Yeah,
well, that's fine. So I've realised my mistake. Now, I need to go through this next bead. Okay. I don't know why this tail thread's following me around, but it is.
It likes you.
2.
In it goes, trying to find that. Now, we do have a velvet board, which we will be giving to Sarah. It was utter
Will
cruelty.
you give it me for my second demo?
Absolutely we will. What cruelty was that, eh? Knowing you were working with seed beads.
Should
I
have used
blame
my
the
own,
men.
but I was a bit worried it was quite dirty looking.
I blame the men. It's because we're surrounded by men. There's no
Yeah.
girls in the studio now, it's just us.
Who was it?
Yeah. Is it all right to blame the men?
Right, so I've got on
Oh yeah, Cass is here.
3 orange agate, 1 big, well I say big, faceted round. Can you get that for me?
Those pesky shepherd's hooks are always trying to get involved, aren't they? Get out the way.
So my thread's coming out of this second bead. I'm going to go back through that bead in the same direction with my
Okay.
needle,
All right.
and that's going to pull up lovely.
There we are. In it goes. You have got to manipulate your thread a lot, and it will get tight.
yeah.
It does its life. It's when you stitch, it does as well. Even if you are using that, you know, when the kids bring home the cloth that's like squares, and you can go in and out of it really easily when you're learning how to do weaving.
Yeah.
I get tangled up with that.
Okay, yeah.
Making bookmarks. I love to. I really like basket weave. I really like it. It's very therapeutic and very easy. And I feel a little like a Tudor maiden whilst I'm doing it.
And then take it through your next bead.
Okay.
This is why you left yourself that sort of couple of not centimetres,
Are you
millimetres.
overlapping again like you were last time almost, aren't you? These need
Yeah.
to sort of go. They're in rings, look, aren't they?
So they're in rings round each of the agates, of the moss
I'm going to show you. If I sort of break this around a little bit, you'll see what I mean. They're in rings. And then what we do is just push them all together like that. So you've got those rings there, and they sit together really nicely. It's almost like a little skirt of seedy beads underneath there.
Or if you want, mess around with them.
Higgledy-piggledy it.
Higgledy-piggledy.
You could almost make it sort of spiral-esque, couldn't you?
It is, yeah. It's, I suppose it is a bit of a variation on a spiral staircase.
Oh, and that's why you can sort of manipulate it around.
With spiral staircase, though, you put on your base beads at the same time as doing your spiral.
Oh. That's a whole other day.
Yes. So we've got those on again. Going back through that last bead, the one behind you, and then through the next bead. You can do that all in one go if you're feeling confident. And pull it up. And there we go.
There we are. So I just literally repeat that over and over again. And how do I finish off when I think I need to, when I've come to the end of mine and I've got the whole row, how would I then finish off?
I'll just take these back through here so we can see at the end.
Okay. If I pop it there, it would be wonderful.
I'm getting in the right old knot.
You do though with beading thread, don't you?
It's very easy to catch this end, and then you've got your thread wrapped around your whole work. So
what do I do? Can I cut it off and start again or not? Is that not the best thing?
But you can usually unravel it. Take your needle off and pull it back.
Okay. It's just one of those things, isn't it? Because we're working more intricately and more delicate little beads, that is going to happen. And don't panic to anyone out there. It's not the end of the world.
If you're not so bad you can't do anything with it, as long as you've got, say, a thread that long, you can attach another thread.
Okay, just by knotting them together?
Even then, if you can't do that, you go back a bit.
Okay.
Undo a little bit, add your thread in.
Okay, and then go from that point.
I should tell you how to hide your threads, actually, afterwards.
Okay, yes, please.
So I've taken it back to where the crimp bead is. I'm going to go through the loop of beading thread and tie a knot. And tie another knot. Oops. And then your tail gets in the way. And then all I did was cover all that. I put a little bit of clear nail varnish on, and then I covered it with a crimp cover.
We've got, so you just put a knot in there. And how did you hide the knot that you were talking about? We've only got like a minute to show everybody, so we can come back and
literally, I mean, the knot is tiny if you look.
Yeah.
And if the crimp bead covers are big, and so it just hides the whole lot. And
so you hide the knot with your crimp bead covers, that's all you're doing?
Put your cover over.
Perfect.
Close it up, snip it off.
Oh, do you close it then snip, yeah?
I would, yes.
Okay, so you just squidge it on.
Yeah. And
that's how you hide your knots, just with a crimp bead cover. So those crimp bead covers are invaluable to you?
For this sort of design, yes. For the other sort of design, as I say, if you're joining a thread, you weave through and then hide your tail threads in as well.
Okie dokes, thank you. Oh, really, stalk scissors.
Yeah. Embroidery scissors make all the difference. You can get really nice and close to your knots.
I think every household needs stalk scissors. I think they're fantastic. £32.95 is the price tag for your kit with all those wonderful cedar beads. You've got the cubes of rutile quartz. You've got everything you need together in this kit in all the usual ways. Get yourself involved. We will be right back after this.
Tune into Jewellery Maker for our Miss It, Miss Out show. Every day between 5 and 9 PM on Freeview Channel 50. Don't miss it or you'll miss out. Join guest designer and polymer clay expert Debbie Bulford for our Extruder DVD. Debbie will guide you through a variety of techniques, including how to create geometric patterns, the soutache and lace look, and much more. To get your hands on a copy, simply contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we have a commitment to providing genuine gemstones. We do that by up to 3 lab tests, and we have our own in-house gemologists. That therefore means that when we say genuine gemstones, that's exactly what you're getting.
Book now to take part in The Experience. Take a behind-the-scenes tour of our TV studios, meet the presenters and learn about gemstones and jewellery. The price of £169 includes an overnight stay at the picturesque White Swan Hotel, a buffet lunch, refreshments and a 3-course dinner. Dates are limited, so call or email us now for an experience you'll never forget.
Buying jewellery online from us has just become even easier with our new streamlined checkout service. We've made some little changes to make our website more accessible for all of the different ways you shop online, and now it's even easier using a mobile phone or tablet. Once you have added your items to your shopping basket, you can decide to check out now or save for later. Saving an item for later means you can easily find them in your own time, but don't forget to check back soon, as all our items are selling fast. One of just a few changes that will make buying jewellery from us even easier.
Join us on Jewellery Maker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything you buy can be refunded or exchanged until the 31st of January. So for hassle-free shopping and great value, it has to be Jewellery Maker.
Hello ducks, I'm going to give you a Christmas cracker of a deal right now. We're going to be giving you a little bit of a cheeky one actually. You're not getting the gemstones in here as well, are you, Pippindor? What, my favourites? I'm going to show those first. Ben, you told Pippindor about my love and obsession for pearls. I'm going to try them on, Ben. You knew I'd do that, didn't you? These are my favourite gold pearls for Christmas. Pearls? Oh. If you've been to the Pearls Throughout the Ages exhibition in the Victoria and Albert Museum, you'll be in love. These feel amazing against my skin. They're so Audrey Hepburn, aren't they? Gold pearls are look how perfect these are. Cass, don't we need these? Yes. We need them. Gold pearls for Christmas. Do they go with my dress? I want these. Ben, put them sneakily on the table next to me. Aren't they gorgeous? I love them. Look at the perfect size match of these though. I'm going to bring them down so that you can actually have a look. Now the thing about pearls that makes them expensive, isn't it, is that they're perfectly round. And I've always told you that story of when I was in Chicago and you know, I was working my little bum off. And I remember seeing all these women in this very expensive, very exclusive, very famous jewellers looking at pearls, wearing pearls. They were so expensive. And I just thought, oh, you know, I wish I could be one of those women, but you know, I wasn't. I was there to work, and that was all I was doing, not buy all these exquisite pieces of jewellery. I definitely didn't think I'd ever be able to afford pearls like this. Now, I want you to see how perfectly size matched next to each other they are. They are genuine freshwater pearls, and for me, there is going to be no greater gift than a little pair of pearl earrings made for somebody that you love. It could be your best friend. It could be your mum, it could be your sister. Pearls, I think, are wonderful not only to give, but also to receive. Now, I just love this gold because they are so very, very festive. Gold is the colour of Christmas, isn't it? It's definitely the colour of riches. If you're in love with gold and South Sea pearls, well, I couldn't spend thousands of pounds on one pearl. I just haven't got the budget for that. I wish I did. But I do love a gold pearl, and even though this hasn't been given to us by the Golden Lipped Oyster, it is a freshwater pearl. It is a beautiful pearl. It is an exquisite, timeless strand that you have to have in your collection. I'm not just stopping there. The price tag I'm going to give you, I think, is too low for the pearls alone. We've only got a very limited amount of this collection available, so the best thing for you to do is hop on board now. If you don't like the price, put the phone down, but I know you're going to love the price. Imagine a goddess bracelet out of this. Now, I'm also going to give to you bronzite hearts. Bronzite, warm autumnal gold leafing. If you loved your verdigris yesterday, if you love to create your antique looking pieces, if you're into your steampunk, then you already know that you absolutely have to have this collection. Now, as we spoke, and you actually saw why Sarah needs a velvet board, your seed beads aren't going to ping anywhere, and I've got to say, I am the clumsiest person in the world. As neat and as tidy as I want to be, I'm not, and I've got to live with that. Basically, my life should be velvet boarded, because nothing will fly away. Everything stays together nice and neatly without an effort, and you can thread from a needle much easier, and Sarah's going to demonstrate that in just a bit, because I am much more kind-hearted than Pippin Door, and I will give Sarah my velvety board. Now, you're also going to get your necklace and bracelets board, which is invaluable. Sarah, as a jewellery maker, we've got, I think, just in my house where I only create jewellery for my friends and family, for myself, I've got about 6 or 7 of these. How many of these do you think you've got in your house?
Actually, I've only got 3.
Somebody, but Catherine, buy Sarah some more of these.
Because I tend to use a piece of velvet a lot as well. So
you've got both here, but you've got the wonderful addition. See, there's Sarah's right there on the go there. You've got that. You've got the measurements across the side, which is absolutely invaluable. But when you are trying to make pieces to order, you want to make them a certain length. You've got that measurement there. You don't have to keep getting your ruler out, and of course you can stretch your bead around into the grooves. You have got the little wells in here to store your crimp beads and your little seedy beads that might escape everywhere, and so for that they're just essential. Now, you need to be on the phone lines for this very quickly. It is brand new today, this collection, and you do get something else as well. Oh, I didn't realise you got this too. I think I get a threading pack with this as well. It's right. You get, oh Pip, you are a spoiler. You are such a generous person, Pip, it's true. You have got the gold and the chocolate organza ribbon. I'm going to give you the wax cord in the cream and the chocolate. I wish I could stop saying chocolate. Now, you're also getting your beading materials. Now you're getting is that the bronze or the gold? What are we calling that? I'm calling that bronze now, am I? That is bronze now. Oh, that was bronze all along. Bronze, your elastic, and your monofilament. So you're getting all of this, but for me, I definitely am focusing on the pearls. Now, I've seen pearls for thousands of pounds. I saw some in Cambridge the other week in a necklace, £2,000 in a jeweller's. I've seen them at other prices as well. I mean, you can get them for £100, can't you, for a strand? But don't you think, Sarah, that pearls are something that gets passed down to you from your grandmother? I mean, they're in your family for years. They're priceless to me, those pieces.
Absolutely. I mean, I never thought I would own pearls. Ever.
Me, yeah.
I wouldn't even know before Jewellery Maker came along, before I found Jewellery Maker, I should say. I would look through catalogues and online, and I just wouldn't. I would buy very few gemstones, even a few chips or something, you know.
Because you think
for
that
your
you
money,
can't afford those as well.
Yeah. And
Pearls.
I wouldn't buy pretend pearls, because I've seen it where all the paint comes off, and you just think that's disgusting. So why would you buy them?
I think you have got yourself a treat here. These are genuine freshwater pearls, and that's the joy. What would you pay for this whole collection? Now, I'm looking at this and thinking about $45, $48.95 because of the pearls. Now, they are gold pearls, they are freshwater pearls, and they're big as well. They're 10 by 7 at the largest. Now, that's a big pearl. They're oval, and I think these aren't potato pearls. These are so wonderful. Now, potato pearls are higgledy-piggledy, all different shapes, all different sizes. These are so well size matched. Aren't they very uniform next to each other? They're just divine. Now, you must check out your baskets if you're shopping online. This is a very limited collection. I've got to let you know. Already, 50% of the stock has been allocated. I'm not going to ask anywhere near £40 from you today for this collection, even though I think that would be very reasonable comparatively. Let's just relay exactly what you've got here before I give you your price price tag. You've got your board, your 2 wax cords, you've got 1 meter of each, you've got your 2 organza ribbons, you have got your beading materials, including your beading thread, your elastic, your monofilament. You've got your spongy foam board, you've got pearls that are 10 by 7, and you've got those wonderfully warm bronze-like puffy hearts that are 10 mil. YDG C18 is your item code. This one is essential for anybody. Keep the pearls if you want to and give the rest as a gift. Those pearls are definitely staying in my collection. Absolute madness at just $22.95. Unbelievable value here. Wouldn't you pay that for the pearls alone? Look at the size of them. They are just incredible. I'd pay it for the pearls. I'd pay it for the pearls on their own. I would, I promise you with my hand on my heart. I love pearls so much. I think just 1 pearl in each ear, you've used 2 pearls, and you could charge £15, £20 for a pair of earrings, couldn't you, Sarah?
Such a nice gift for somebody as well. I've done that for a few of my friends. You know, a nice pearl, or maybe 2 different colours, your different sizes, and one of your lovely little stardust rondelles, silver. Yes. And they just look fabulous.
They're so classy, aren't they?
Yeah. And if you break it down in cost,
if you're looking for a profit,
spent all that much.
if you're thinking about a profit-making strand, then this is a great one, isn't it? If you buy from us to sell on, then I do think this is a good opportunity for you here if you're thinking about profit margins. 1p&p all day long, so if you've already opened a basket with that crazy early bird that you got this morning, that was sneaky, Paula Bennett, then add this one to your order. We're not going to charge you any more than that 1p&p at all. Now, save those pearls for me, Benny. Let's give you...
Give me the foam mat.
Our Inspired by Sarah. Where is my emerald? Oh, there it is. Green with Envy, Inspired by Sarah Green. She's never heard that before. I'm going to give you this board. Right, now you can choose 3 things out of the next hour.
Oh my goodness,
so it's
right.
Designer decides, and we'll challenge you. So anything you want in the next hour, you say, that one, that one, that one. Let me know. Okay. I've got emerald here, so we're starting very high end. And am I correct in thinking by looking at this pippin door that this is Zambian emerald? Some of the world's finest emerald is Zambian emerald, arguably better than Colombian emerald, depending on your own preference, but there are arguments about it. Now, we are very low stock in this. In fact, we are lucky to have this in our... I don't even want to tell you what Pip had to do to Scott to allow us to have this strand in the hour. But it happened, and nobody's ever going to talk about it again, and that's that. We're moving on. That's fine. Pip did it for you. Apart from me, because I just told everybody. Now imagine creating a ring out of your wire, perhaps you're into prong setting with that emerald. Maybe you want to encase it in another way. Maybe you love your silver clays or your bronze clays, then this would be an absolute treat for your additions. Then think about Christmas gifts. A pair of emerald, what have you got, those gold pearls? A pair of emerald and pearl earrings. Oh yes, vintage, vintage, vintage. It is very Art Deco actually together, isn't it? Now, whoops, where are you going? Remember, this is Zambian emerald, arguably the best emerald in the world. You're getting a lot on the one strand. You've got May's birthstone here, so maybe one of your very close friends, your nearest and dearest, maybe it's your birthstone. Very low in stock. I'm going to count these for you. When we first got these, they were originally $39.95. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2. You've got 22. We're going to honour a late show price slash for these because we're cheeky. And the code that you need is BEJN54. You've 65 carats of genuine Zambian emerald, Cleopatra's gemstone. All of this emerald for just $19.95. Now, the opportunity for you to own what I deem, and I don't know, Sarah, if you agree with this, when you first start jewellery making, you think, there is no way I'd ever be able to get emerald, ever.
I've never worked with it at all. Shall I have it?
You can tell me. Sarah needs a buzzer. Meep, that one. I want that one. That's what the buzzer. Do you want this one? You can have this one.
Can I?
You absolutely can.
Absolutely, yeah.
What's the benefit of working with an emerald for you, Sarah? Because you've got a big smile on your face, like, yes.
It's just mind blowing for me. I've seen, well,
just to use a precious gemstone.
Yeah.
Because you do think these are for jewellers. You don't think they're for jewellery makers, do you?
No.
I've got a friend, Sarah, who's a professional jeweller in Cheltenham, and he goes mad when I do things like this. Like, do you know how long it takes? Do you know how much I have to pay for that? Yeah. Well, you can have it. So you chuffed
They look
that
lovely.
Well, mate, do you know what? Have you got any early thoughts?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give.
I
want them. Right. Okay. I'm going to give that one to Sarah. So I'm going to pop that one there. And now we're going to move on to. These are the green pearls. Look how big they are. These are massive, Pip. Oh my gosh. I thought the gold ones were huge. And I'm just going to put them next to the gold ones. That's my Christmas jewellery sorted. Beautiful. Right there. How gorgeous are these? Oh my gosh, look at the size of them. They're a beautiful, beautiful green, aren't they? Absolutely stunning. Now I love them. I do think, can I try these on, Ben, please? Thank you. It's happening. Whether you say yes or not, I was there. I was there already. I just think, keep it simple with pearls. You don't need to go mad, do you? You can just keep it simple. Have a look at the shine from these green. There's almost like a gold hue coming from these, isn't there? Look at the shine. They're just beautiful. You always know a real pearl because it always feels cooler against the skin. It's a couple of degrees colder is a pearl against the skin. Otherwise you can put it in you can bite it, but don't do that. Don't ever do that. That's the two ways in which you can tell, isn't it, there's a real pearl at home without being a gemologist. Now these are huge at 10 by 9, absolutely huge. I just adore the colours. Now that last strand actually had a few 10 by 9 on it as well. Now I've got a gorgeous strand coming up for you later, and I just think these are made in heaven together, look. There's something very Grecian about that. Do you think they're Grecian together? Mm. Oh, I love that.
That green from here looks paler than on the screen, and it's beautiful colour.
I
want those too, but I mean, I don't know what else is coming up.
You can tell me afterwards if you want to. You knew you needed those emeralds because it was the opportunity. Those are coming up for you, those coated pyrites later on. Right now I'm going to give you all these pearls. There's absolutely tons on here. I might count them for you. They're only £17.95 today, which is just bananas. Absolutely bananas, isn't it? Let me count them. 1, 2. Actually, these would look nice with your pink pearls in the summer as well, Sarah, wouldn't they? Mm. They're like a pistachio colour.
I think a lot of the coloured pearls look nice together, don't they? Yeah. And they tone really well. I suppose because it's the same, it's essentially the same thing, isn't it? You know, so they tone well. 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 49 pearls. Lovely. On a strand. You know that technique you showed us earlier with the ladder stitch? Mm-hmm. Could I ladder stitch these with some drops? Because I love that idea of having that same sort of look. I know pearls have got a very small drill hole, so would I need to use the small drill hole wouldn't be a problem because your needle and thread is tiny.
Okay.
Do you want me to have a go?
Well, I just want to know whether it's possible.
I've not tried it with genuine pearls, but I would imagine they would sit side by side.
Well, they will sit. Well, they are side by side on there, so I reckon they will too. Because that's an idea. Now I've got to move on. I've got these are lovely in drops, and these are perfect in flowers. Have a look. These are Amazonite rice beads. Now for me, Amazonite is very vintage again. I love these with antique bronze findings. I love these with the rose gold as well. And Sarah, I don't know if you're into your vintage pieces or not. I love that sort of steampunk look.
Yeah, I did. I was lucky enough to be asked to do a workshop for steampunk this time last year.
Were you?
At Gateshead Central Library, where I worked for a little while.
Yeah.
And it was a big steampunk convention, and the fashion and what everybody wears is just incredible.
Yeah, it is.
I think they've just had another one a year later. But we had like a make and take. and the things people made were fantastic, and yeah.
I think this colour is very reminiscent of the colours that were used in that vintage period. But I do think we're seeing a lot of steampunk pieces with this and rose gold together, aren't we? And what about this shape? These are brand new today, by the way. What about this shape, Sarah? Where would you put this kind of shape in your designs?
You could, I mean, they're big, but you could ladder stitch those, definitely.
Oh, you can, can't you? They look nice, big, thick, chunky bracelets.
Yeah. And then you would, because are they rounded in the middle? They're not straight sides, are they?
No, they're rounded.
But you could hide your thread with something else, you know, and really, like with the embellishments.
Oh, yes.
On the threads.
So do kind of similar as to what you just did. Now, I'll count them for you in just a tickle. Oh, they're in a busy rush. We've got to give you a price tag. UTG P97, they're 31 by 10. They're only $9.95. The price tag of genuine gemstones, I think, never fails to surprise me here at Jewellery Maker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is what you're getting for just £9.95. Great price tag for genuine gemstones, Sarah.
I love Amazonite. I love it when, I mean, they're very similar colours, aren't they? But I love all the slightly different colours together.
Yeah, just the kind of minty and the deepers. There are a few like that, actually. We're very, very green, but don't forget you've got to be concentrating on what you want here.
I'm not at all.
I love this. This is your green ruby zoisite. Have a check out of this strand. I love this. Is that what you're wearing right now? Ruby zoisite, isn't it, Sarah? Now look at this. For me, it's like a potpourri because you've got little bits of gorgeous ruby reds in that are just so pretty. Those emerald greens, very Christmassy again. And I think this, do you know, again, this one with rose quartz or this one with the, I mean, look at that together. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. I feel all rich. Now think about this strand with your gold pearls, which you've stolen them, Ben. How dare you? My gold pearls. Have a look. Have a look. Do you know what they remind me of? You know when you do flower pressing, dried flowers, that's what they remind me of. Ryan's never done that, he doesn't know what I'm talking about. Never mind, Ryan. Yeah, flower pressing, it's something you do when you're little, isn't it? Or actually my gran used to do it. You know, you press them together and they dry out and they look so pretty. I've just got to put these with the gold. Thanks, Peter.
About a year and a half ago, I came on the Sunday sofa, the original Sunday sofa.
Yeah.
And we had ruby zoisite that day. And I'd seen it on screen and wasn't that bothered about it, but when I saw it in real life, I bought it. This is what this is. I bought it and used it.
This is the
I got
thing,
home
though, Sarah.
and was like, I must get it.
Do you know what, Sarah? I think it's really important to get things that you have never got before because it's so different when you see it in the flesh. It's like 100 times better. So these do look really good, don't they, with your gold pearls? Now, this is a ruby zoisite, let's not forget. And we were used to much higher price tags with ruby zoisite. This is green ruby zoisite, which is just beautiful, so fresh, so natural looking, and so low price at just £7.95. You know what to do. Have you got an open basket with us already today? We took our early bird to £1, which was madness. I'm guessing that was a sellout. If you've got an open basket, you don't have to pay any more P&P. It's one P&P all day long, no matter how heavy your basket gets. Please also don't forget that we are extending our money back guarantee from now until the 31st of January 2014. I never even imagined being alive in 2014. Now, hey up. This is emerald. I'm going to give you another strand of emerald. Graduated rondelles this time. Very, very low in stock. Now these rondelles are really gorgeous. If you're looking for that, and they're very rich, very deep, very dark, very mysterious. They're kind of, again, quite Lord of the Ringsy, aren't they? Now, I want you to think about these edges suiting your style, perhaps in your suit hash. They're wonderful for centers if you're doing a really posh piece of needle threading, needle felting, sorry. What about if you wanted to work with your beading thread, lots of flowers, and you wanted that really rich embellishment? Now there is a long queue on the phone lines at the moment. Please bear with it. I am encouraging you to shop online if you want to avoid the queues today. It's JewelleryMaker.com, so encouraging you to do that if you see something you love. We're selling out of lots of things left, right and centre. Lots of you have got your baskets open already from this morning's crazy show. Because this is low stock, let's give you your price tag straight away. KVIM 82. It's only $17.95. I do speak to you of emeralds, genuine emerald, May's birthstone, a big carat weight at 280 carats, and the graduations are between 5x2 to 13x8 mil. They are sparkling in this light, aren't they? £17.95 with that extended money back guarantee. Do not forget. Oh, I'm definitely thinking about putting little gold spacer beads in between. Maybe you bought yesterday's gold spacer bead deal with the rose gold. These would look gorgeous with rose gold as well, wouldn't they? Let us know what you're going to do with them. 60777 JM Studio, followed by your message. We love to hear from you, so keep it interactive today. Thanks for all your comments on Facebook as well. Look at that, gorgeous. Now, I'm going to give to you top drilled, which for me is always best because it makes my life easier. Now these are perfect cabochons, aren't they? If you want a strand that is just full of lovely cabochons, then this is your strand. I want you to think about perhaps putting these in a cameo sort of design. I want you to think about perhaps using lots and lots of wire with these, maybe your rose gold or your copper coloured wire. These are beautiful, Sarah, and they've got that top drilling as well, which makes life easier sometimes, doesn't it?
Beautiful, they are.
I was under the
desk
choosing.
when you pulled them out.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Yeah.
Now, where would you use something like this, Sarah?
I think I would probably do something quite simple with them because they're a nice size. They would look lovely around the neck. Something in between. Very simple.
Okay, so you've got to go. What I would do is go through here, eye loop either side, easy peasy. I would also set these in with my polymer clay. You know, there's loads of different things you could do, but also I'm thinking soutache with these, perhaps nice centre for that. Let's get you grabbing these JRG P76, 260 carats. They're 18 by 13 millimeters, and they're only, this is bonkers, £6.95. I'm talking to you about genuine Amazonite. And like I said earlier, definitely mix it up with your rose quartz. These are absolutely flying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. 24 on your strand for just £6.95. They've now gone low stock. I do think it's a great value. Sarah's going, whoa, great value, Sarah.
Amazing.
A must-have. An absolute must-have at £6.95.
Well, as I said, I love Amazonite, and I've got loads of it at home, just sitting around, really, not doing very much with it.
Just get it in your collection, build it up, put it in your beadie boxes.
Such an easy colour to wear as well, isn't it?
Easy colour to wear, easy colour to match with other colours. I think when you've got a gemstone, it sort of leads you into that path, and I do think that greens do that actually, and I think that greens do that because you find green in nature everywhere. Now this is a strand that I've got in both the gemstone I'm going to show you now, but I've also got this in rose quartz. And the reason I bought this is, well, there were two reasons. One, I made a ring out of it, and the second reason was that I want to make, and I haven't made yet, a Victorian style watch bracelet, so you've got that sort of watch face look, and then that Victorian style, which I want to do with the tiny little pearls all the way around. I think these are wonderful as rings. And what I did with mine, I did a wire work ring with mine. I did it with gold, but I do think it will work with silver, and I do think it will, well, it would actually, antique bronze would look lovely, and so would the copper wire. Now these are absolutely huge, so if you're looking for a big focal centerpiece, again I'm going to mention soutache because you've got some nice edges there that will just butt up against your soutache cord. I am thinking that these would look wonderful just as a pendant if you like to cage them. So I'm going to give you all of these. I'll give them a quick count for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 on your strand. So already think about value because these are big, and to get 21 of them on one strand is exceptional. Now, Sarah, in terms of what you would do with gemstones of this shape and size, very quickly, where would a gemstone in this shape sit in a particular design that you like to do?
I would like those in earrings actually, because I think they would show through anybody's hair. I've got quite a lot of hair, and you struggle sometimes to see your earrings, and they would catch the light beautifully.
They've got all those wonderful facets, haven't they? Yeah. So the light's just going to bling, bling, bling around those facets. Very low in stock. We're going to give to you, I'm sorry I'm having to move so fast, £7.95. These are going to, I reckon, I definitely anticipate this strand is going to sell out. So please act fast. MEG P52, we're talking about value. There is a large queue on the phone lines. If I can encourage you to be shopping online, that would be wonderful. All the W's, all the jewellery makers, all the W's.jewellerymaker.com. Now we're going to move to something brand new. Whew, Pip. Now we've been talking very much about CD beads today. So more CD beads, please. We've been really struggling, actually. I don't know whether this is something, Sarah, that you've noticed. Seed beads tend to go out very quickly of stock. So if you've been looking for them with us here at Jewellery Maker, you'll know that it's really difficult. Now this is brand new, this strand, and we put this strand, we've managed to sort of make claim to this strand because we've got wonderful Sarah here today, and because she does such amazing intricate work with her bead beads, her CD beads. Now I was talking to Sarah earlier about geometric beading. If that's something that you do, wow, well done. Oh my gosh, what time that takes, and what amazing results you get. If that's something that you do, then grab this strand. Now they're 3 mil, so a little bit bigger than the 2 mils that we've got. Now we are going to see some more techniques on seed beads, and the bracelet that Sarah's done absolutely is totally being stolen by me. If you are having that, if you need CD beads, this is a price tag that shouldn't really be on screen, but hey, if Paula Bennett can do it, so can we. £3.95. Unbelievable. Already lots of you multi-buying this on our website. We've had somebody just buy 5 of these. Well done. We don't get CD beads often. And actually, Sarah, I know they can be quite expensive even when they're glass, when you go to the bead shops.
Can you imagine how difficult it must be to drill them? It
Absolutely.
must just be horrific, mustn't it? I mean, the ones we were using earlier, the 2mm rounds.
Imagine having that little meep drill.
I'd like to see some footage of that, actually. Yeah. It'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Do you know what? It would be amazing. How would you do that? You must have to have a 4,000 times magnification. Is what you've got.
And I think you pay for the time then.
Well, they should be more expensive. They are much more difficult.
It would take a long time, wouldn't it?
One false move, gemstone ruined, can't use it.
You've got dust, haven't you?
Well, indeed. So this is very, very difficult. And to get genuine gemstone CD beads is a joy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, there are big queues on the phone lines, and lots of you have grabbed that. Most of you have been multi-buying. Now, are you ready? The last of the collection of the top 10. And I'm going to give to you. Oh, these are nice. Green agate faceted rice beads. Now these are wonderful for adding that luster. If you like a long drop, maybe you're doing a lot of the long sort of the little embellishments that we were doing earlier on, but you want them a lot longer, those little wonderful upside down rainbows, then that's something that would look good with these. What about putting these in earrings? Gorgeous. You're already on the phone lines for these. Please don't forget to check out baskets if you are shopping with us online. Now have a look with the green pearls. Oh, again, I love it. Now this is almost as green onyx, isn't it? I'm definitely a big fan of those rich greens. I'm thinking Egyptian style jewellery when I see green that striking, and I love to look at the Egyptian era. Do you, Sarah? Just get some inspiration for your designs. Aren't these wonderful? Now they're 12 by 8. They're absolutely sparkly and gorgeous. And you need them in your life. If you're ringing through on that 0800 644 655 number, just to let you know, if you're calling from the UK and it's from your home phone or a landline, it's free. So you've got nothing to worry about. I know there are queues. I am very sorry. There are big queues today. We're going to give you, pardon Pip, Pippindor, Gryffindor. Don't you Wingardium Leviosa me. $4.45.
They're not small either, are they?
They're certainly not, and they're dead sparkly. Or is this what you do in the mid-show? You little rascal. Ryan went, yeah, we're getting away with it, so. Like he was at school, so. Yeah, I know you are, you said you are. Whatever, sir. £4.45, absolute madness. Talking of madness, my pig ran away last night down the road. Somebody knocked on up Piggy Rascal, the notorious PIG, got out of his pig pen, and he was found chasing after a little old lady with her dog, doing this. Wah! I mean, who thinks they're going to go on a dog walk and get chased by a pig? Let alone a great big massive hairy one. It's got his winter coat.
What sort of pig is it?
He's a miniature pot-bellied pig. There's no such thing as a miniature pot-bellied pig.
Does he go in the house?
Well, originally I wanted him to, but no, he's not allowed in the house. No. Okay. Ooh. I'm going to give to you your roll. Oh yes, it's got that lovely heart chain that I'm absolutely mad about. You get 43 pieces. So this is the original sterling silver that you can't get this normally on its own. And it's only been the last week or so that we've been allowed to give it to you. So number 10. Is it like the chart? Should we be like ding 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 ding? Oh, sorry, that was 80s charts. Sorry, why would you know that? He was like, what was that? That's not the charts. Yeah, it is. I was doing Top of the Pops. It's before your time. I was born in 86. You're not old enough to even be employed. 86. Oh, I was cherry knocking by that age. Have a look. So you've got...
You were what?
We were talking about how every kid who plays in the street when they're little calls cherry knocking something different. It could be knock, door, run. Is that what you called it? Knock, door, run? Do you know what I mean?
We never did it because we don't have any neighbours, but yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean. Cherry knocking where we're from.
Just sounds quite wrong.
Yeah. It was very naughty. Now, you've got all these wonderful rose gold on sterling silver. Look at these hearts. I absolutely love this, and I've got to be really honest with you. I've got 3 of these. One in silver, one in gold, and one in the rose gold. I can say it now because I didn't want to say it before because it was like fresh. I'd only just done it at work, and I took, I was like, oh, I'm going to take that home and show everybody. Just put my lobster claw clasp on the end bracelet. Now, I love that bracelet. I absolutely love it, and lots of people comment on it. And what I've done is just made 3 of them. Sometimes I wear them together, sometimes I don't. I just think they look great. They look professional. They look like I bought it from a jeweller's. They look, and this is the most important thing to me, expensive. They look expensive, and we are using findings that should be expensive. You've got your head pins here, 2 pairs of Shepherd's hooks. Look at the size of that toggle clasp. Doesn't that make your finished jewellery look so expensive? Sarah's got the most wonderful bracelet to show you momentarily, and you really are going to want to be able to do it. And maybe you want to add that special toggle clasp on the end. All of this for just £14.95. That was your top 10 at £14.95. Shall I do a countdown from 10?
Can I tell you something about that chain?
Please.
We received findings and threading pack yesterday for us to have as a stash at home, and I've never wanted that heart-shaped chain ever because it looks quite big on the telly, doesn't it? And
well,
I think it's
very
so
delicate.
dainty.
Yes, it's so dainty.
And I thought it was lovely, and so I shall be using it. But I would have never bought it because I thought it was big. I'm not a big fan of heart-shaped things.
I love them.
But it's lovely. Absolutely
You can't
lovely.
have these findings because I want to make a bracelet out of this again. So that's where you're wrong, Ryan Josh. You could, now remember, you've got 2 choices left. Will your emeralds fit on them? No, you can't have it.
Anything else.
Yeah, they will. You've got 2 choices left, and I got. Sarah, is it now pressure time? Dim the lights. Dim the lights.
For my choice.
You've got to start choosing. You've got to start choosing. I've got more though, right or not? Is that it?
I would like.
I'm going to give. Hang on, you've got more options yet.
Have
We're
I?
going to go. Yeah, you've got to be thinking now about making choices. Choices? What? Don't bring number 10 out yet. I don't get it. You didn't explain this. Right, so these are going away. These are going away. Okay. That's number 10. So now number 9. Do you know what? They should have done a little intro, like a proper diddle-oo, diddle-oo, diddle-oo-diddle-oo. Okay, number 9. I am going to come back with an 80s perm, yeah. Now, I'm going to give to you. They don't have a clue what I'm on about here. Your clay roller. Right,
I don't want one of those, Jenny.
You don't need one of these.
I don't think I could make it into a necklace.
Not yet, not yet. However, there are things you can squash down in these, which I've just been made aware of. Right, I'm talking to you of the most popular things, the top 10 most popular products from the last month. So at number 9, coming in at number 9 is the clay rolling machine. We've seen it used by the wonderful Deborah Bolford. She is the Miley Cyrus of Jewellery Maker.
Amazing.
I'm just trying to make it.
I'm not sure what that means, but she is amazing.
I'm not sure she'd be happy about that.
Can she hear you?
She doesn't even know who Miley Cyrus is. No, Debbie Bolford, wonderfully talented. The clay roller is just incredible, because if you work with polymer clay, then you need this, because you roll it into the thickness that you need and you're ready to go. This is also great if you're using other clays. It's wonderful if you're using your friendly plastic. You can do lots and lots with your clay roller. Now, yes, it is the same thing as a pasta roller. It is the same thing, but you're not going to pay. I've seen these in Cheltenham in a kitchen shop for £60. You're not going to pay that. It's a nice heavy piece of kit. Does that mean I'm going to charge you what we should be charging you for P&P? It's heavy. Am I going to charge you a ridiculous amount of P&P? No. I'm not even going to charge you any extra if you've already ordered with us today. You're getting your clay roller at number 9, limited stock, for £14.95. Invaluable. If Debbie is working right now on her polymer clay, and I'll wager there are a couple of these on the desk already, see if you can spot them. Can you spot them?
She wants to buy 3 more.
She wants to buy 3 more?
Yeah.
Does she?
Yeah.
For a student? She's
Presume so, yeah.
I bet. I mean, these really are invaluable if you want to create that collar, anything with your polymer clay. You get everything you need in here. You get the clamp and everything for just £14.95. Now, coming in at number 8 is your 2-speed heat gun. Now, this is wonderful for your friendly plastic. It's wonderful if you're doing your shrink plastic. It's your compact, and it's compact and easy to store. Now, this is wonderful, absolutely wonderful tool. And normally, when I researched these before, they can be really, really expensive. You might want to use these for your resin to get any little bubbles out. If you use resin, your heat gun is perfect, and you do need it if you're doing shrink plastic. Have you ever done shrink plastic?
I've only done it in the oven.
Have you?
Yeah.
I've done it with crisp packets. It's
Yeah.
the same sort of thing, isn't it?
I was talking upstairs earlier about an idea to use shrink plastic, so I'll have to have a practice with one of those, because I'm sure it's a bit different technique to use in the oven.
It's
is it?
so easy
Is it?
with this. You just literally blow over it, and it looks like it's going to go shrivel up, and then suddenly it goes blah,
Yeah.
and it's wonderful, and you think,
Yeah.
oh, how brilliant.
No,
So-
I need to practice with one, I think.
Yeah, have a little practice with one. It's great. It's for high-speed curing. And you've got the low speed for drying as well. So if you're using your paints or anything, or your resins or your glues, and you want to do, you want them to bond properly, you've got your low speed setting there also. LEF. T84 coming in at number 9, number 8, sorry, at £14.95 is your heat gun. 0800 644 655. Coming in at number 7 is your heat mat. Now you need these. Do you know what as well? You can cut this up. You need this for friendly plastic. It's great even for polymer clay, just to have as a base. Debbie uses it all the time because you can cut from it with your clay. Of course, with any of your metallic clays, this is wonderful. Now you do get a large heat mat. If you're using our melting pot, then put your melting pot on top of this. If you are using your friendly plastic, use this. You can use this in the kitchen if you do baking as well. I've got one because I am the queen of marking my sides. Yes, that's what it is. It's that material, yeah. It's a super deluxe heat mat, which you've got to have them if at just $9.95. Don't forget, you can cut this up to the size that you require. Do you ever use things like this? So if you're friendly plastic, you need one of these.
Well, as I say, I've only done friendly plastic in the oven, so of course I haven't needed one. We use it for cooking.
Yeah, well, these are great because you can just put a pan straight on top of it, can't you?
But also you can put stuff in the oven and your food doesn't stick.
Yeah.
You don't have to grease your tin.
Yeah, well, exactly. This is exactly.
Not that I'm an expert, but you know.
I like
cooking.
watching. The reason I couldn't go after the pig last night was because I was tending to a paella, and we all know it's all stock stir. You know, I can't go anywhere, I'm stirring a paella. No. You leave that for a minute, that's half an hour you're never going to get back. Now, I'm going to give to you in at number 6. Am I getting this right? Oh, yeah. Black onyx. I think this is a gemstone. If you went and did a survey in the style of Family Fortunes and asked people to name a black gemstone, they would say black onyx straight away. It's the one that comes to the tip of the tongue more. Black diamonds, black onyx, maybe then spinel. I think these black gemstones, for people that aren't into gems, it's the one we all know. We see this so often, don't we, in jewelers? And actually, see this set in gold a lot. In definitely in China and Japan, they believe that onyx has a link to the spirit world. And so that's why you'll see a lot of jewellery with black onyx and gold or green onyx and gold and carvings made out in shrines of onyx, because it to them has a connection with the spirit world. And I think gemstones do boast that sort of myth and legend behind them. That's what makes us sort of, another reason that makes us steer towards them, because they're natural, because they're beautiful. There are long queues on the phone lines, I am so sorry. Now, black rounds, you cannot get enough, can you, Sarah, of black rounds in your stash. You just need them.
Yeah. Black rounds, clear, all those sort of things. Just set everything off. You don't necessarily always use them as a feature. They're there to set your other things off, but they're a good size, aren't they?
They're a brilliant size, and this is the thing, Sarah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
And if you want to wear black, it's a beautiful stone.
Well, I'm thinking we don't see a lot of black rounds in this size, so grab them. They are 12mm rounds. EGGK01 is your item code. In at number 6 for just £8.95, I am talking to you about genuine black onyx. One or two ways in which you can come and grab these: 0800 644 655 or all the W's.jewellerymaker.com. With that extended money back guarantee from now until the 31st of January next year, you've got absolutely nothing to lose by shopping with us today. Now, I've got, oh no, it's here, number 16. This is your resin top-up bundle. Now, if you are already involved in resin, you'll need this. If not, why do you need resin? Ryan, have you got any examples of resin jewellery? Because do you know why I love resin? First and foremost is because you can almost create a little time capsule out of whatever so say you've got a photograph of your children, you can actually put that inside the resin. It will create a clear bond over the top and make it into jewellery. Quite similarly, I've been known to put a bit of horsehair in there. Horsehair jewellery is very popular.
Horsehair jewellery is really popular, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I know everyone's like, oh, Jenny.
It does sound horrible, but yeah.
Well, listen, we had a lady the other day who had made a bracelet out of her cat hair that she'd spun.
I suppose baby's first haircut. How cute would that be?
Little first cut.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, so cute. That is, you know, it's these kinds of things. But also, of course, you can mix up the colours and you can add things like a jump ring. You can add things like a sprinkle of glitter. You can add something like a special flower that was given to you.
Leftover stuff.
Yeah.
On the internet for steampunk, you can buy old watch parts.
Yes, you can, yeah.
Perfect in resin.
Absolutely perfect.
Because they are sharp, they're not that comfortable to wear, really.
So put them in resin, it makes it into jewellery.
Fantastic, yeah.
So if you are into steampunk,
and of course it gives it that up-to-date feel, which is what steampunk
That's what steampunk's all about. Fusioning the modern with the vintage. Now you're going to get your hardener and you're going to get your sapphire, your ruby and your clear resin. You set this in an airing cupboard overnight, about 12 hours there or thereabouts, or on the side for 24 hours, and you can put basically whatever you want. Now any little moulds that you might have in your cake cupboard, you know, the heat proof moulds, you can pour your resin into there and make use of it that way. And really brilliant. If you've got your Dremel, you can make your own drills as well. Now a little goes a very long way. All you need is a lolly stick and a little pot and you're good to go. £9.95. I use the lolly stick for stirring. £9.95. Under £10 you get all 4 elements. This is to replenish your resin or to get started with your resin. Your code once more, SVG J97. Now I'm going to give to you, what number are we at? What number are we at? Number 4 is the bead scoop. Now you have got your cubes. Oh, do you know what? If you loved what Sarah did earlier with the cube rutile quartz, but perhaps it was just a little bit out of your budget, the kit, then what about grabbing this? You've got a whole, I haven't seen this one yet. Look at that. You have got all these wonderful cubes. I can see preonite rose quartz, I can see peach sunstone, I can see lapis lazuli, I've got obsidian in here. This is a wonderful, wonderful bead scoop. Now these really are great. I like a ladder weave with these, but the ladder stitch, of course, we know is very effective. So if you've fallen in love with that ladder stitch and you just think, I want as many cubes as I can get, grab this tube, maybe grab 2. Coming into you at number 4 for just £17.95. You will always get the same carat weight. We will try and give you the same variant of gemstones in every one, but you may get a bit of a variation between 1 or 2 colours. These are just fantastic. Look at the blues, look at the pinks, look at the greens. Absolutely gorgeous. Think about these in earrings, think about these in your soutache, because they've got that lovely cube, haven't they? Well, I just said that, Pip, you could do your ladder stitch, yeah. Pip Indoor, you weren't listening with your wizardy ears, were you? Come on.
Being multicoloured with the ladder stitch, you could just stitch them all and then have very simple, clear or black drops, so that you really get the colour of the cube.
I like the idea of that. And but I love that. That ladder stitch that you just did, that's it now. I want to buy loads of squares. I got it. You just got it, huh? No. Don't forget you've got to pick some, Sarah. How many has Sarah got left?
Can I have those green pearls, please, from the first lot of 10?
Yes, you can, my darling. She's a girl after my own heart.
And I've pinched a findings pack from under the desk, so is that...
You're allowed to use any of the findings from under the desk. It's the strands that you... So what else would you like, darling? Oh, hang on, you've got 3 more options. Wait there, because you might see something and think, why did I choose so early? So the green pearls will be yours. We won't worry about that, Peter, will we?
They shall be mine.
In at number 3. Oh, hang on. You might want this. You might not. Let's see, because I know I need this. You've got brooch pins, sterling silver, and you get 5 of them. Now you've got here, these are very low in stock. I'm going to show you, because you've got the whole mechanics of it, and you get 5 of those. You screw them in together. Now, very, very, very popular are our brooch findings, especially at this time of the year, because so many people are creating gifts for the winter. Well, we are, aren't we? We're creating Christmas presents. So here they are. You just put them all together. Great. Do you know, that's why I have them on my scarves. So, and then you just add your gemstones or your polymer clay as you go, whatever it is, whatever medium it is that you're going to be using. These are solid sterling silver, and they're going to be very popular. Lots of you on the phones for these. I think these might even sell out before Sarah even gets a chance to grab them. JKAC81, especially when you see the price tag, $18.95. You've got 5, and they're solid sterling silver. How much can you sell these for? Do you know, I went in to buy a stock pin for my daughter, because she does, I tell you what, 200 quid. Are you mad? £200 just because it was horsey. I thought it was completely bonkers, and I said, you're not having a laugh. You can wear a badge. You can wear a badge. I'm not buying it.
I've never seen those before, Jenny.
Stock pins, yeah. But I tell you what, these are good for if you do make horsehair jewellery. I bet stock pins are very popular already. Now, last but not, number 2. Now, number 19 and 20. There may be squeals here. Look at what I've got for you. I love this strand. Have a look at this. I love these cubes. I think they're fantastic. Think about these as buttons. Think about putting these in a prong set ring. I love that idea. Or you're just using your wire through the centre, maybe a little spiral to hold on to it. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm also thinking about tassels with these. I think you could really go tassely with them. I think a lot of chain, I think a lot of vintage. I think with the gold pearls, they'd look gorgeous. Oh yes, that's vintage, darling. Vintage, isn't it beautiful? Oh, I can't steer my mind away from vintage at the moment. DARU37 is your item code, 170 carats, the Amazonite graduated faceted nose, blah, 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 blah.
Those things.
I lost the power of speech then, which is a bit of a pickle, given the job that I've got. 8x4 to 15 by 9 on an 18 centimetre strand. Are you ready? They're only £12.95. I think you're getting exceptional value here. 0800 644 655 or the w.jewellerymaker.com. Grab them while you can. Think about how you're going to put them into your designs. Isn't this a lovely solid colour? Is Sarah going to choose these? We'll see.
Not with what I've already chosen, I don't think.
And then we're going to go to number 1, or are we going to do, let's go to number 1. I love this strand. It's nice being in here, Sarah, because suddenly you see things and you think, oh, I love that. And I think everybody needs to get these. It's one of those strands you look at and you think, oh, but you need to get them. These make the most beautiful crowns. Have a look at this strand. Oh, I mean, how glorious is that? Just look at those drops. Think about these the other way up. And you know Sheila did that incredible crown yesterday, if you were watching. Linda, sorry. This would be perfect for a wirework crown. Absolutely perfect for that. Whichever way up you want to do them. Limited stock. Amazonite. These aren't Amazonite. These are blue chalcedony. Hang on. Oh, Pip. Oh, Pip. Wave your magic wand, Pippindor. I've had enough of this computer. He's going in my ear. Now, look at that shine. Look at that. You know when you get a really glossy nail varnish? That's like that gloss, isn't it? They're limited stock, and the pairs graduate between 25 by 12 all the way up to 44 by 18 on a 20 centimetre strand. I'd like to see a bit of a basket weave with these right at the tips, maybe in silver, very fine wire, and then just allowing those drops to take over after that. But then I am a bit obsessed with basket weaves. I am a little bit obsessed. Are you ready for a wonderful price tag? In at number 1 for £14.95. Most popular gemstone strand of the month. A big carat weight, gorgeous colour, absolutely stunning strand. What would you do with these, Sarah? She's just
I think I would just admire them.
I know, they're
for quite
gorgeous,
some time.
aren't
They're just beautiful.
Don't you think they look better in the flesh?
Oh yeah.
Now you're here. Are you like, I need those?
They are lovely.
They create that wow factor.
I wonder if
don't
on
they?
that little brooch pin,
just dangling.
dangle one, put some chain around it. Maybe a charm or two.
That kind of military chain where you're bunching it up.
Yeah.
Looks lovely. Sorry, just let go of that then, didn't I? You've got ever such a lot on this strand as well. It's the gloss, Sarah. It's that wonderful gloss, isn't it?
There's quite a nice little graduation of colour in that middle one as well, isn't there?
Yeah, there really is. Like it goes deep at the tip.
Yeah.
I'm just going to show you because so many people ask me about the edges. So I'm going to show you that now. The edges are rounded, but you have got a nice edge to these. Look, they're rounded, but you can butt something up against it. Lovely drops there. Absolutely beautiful drops. Now, Sarah, have you chosen? The green pearls.
Green pearls.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go for a break while you have a browse, because it's quite hard to just make you choose like that. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go for a very quick break. We're coming back with another designer inspiration, and this is the bracelets of the moment for me. If you don't want to miss out on a brand new technique, then you need to stay exactly where you are. We will be right on back after this.
Join us on Jewellery Maker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything you buy can be refunded or exchanged until the 31st of January. So for hassle-free shopping and great value, it has to be Jewellery Maker.
You can now keep in touch by following Jewellery Maker on Twitter. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Tune into Jewellery Maker for our Miss It, Miss Out show. Every day between 5 and 9 p.m. on Freeview Channel 50. Don't miss it or you'll miss out.
Caught in the act of borrowing. Oh my gosh. It's amazing, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Have a look at what I've got. Everybody in this building has said, mine, mine, mine. Look, I need
It's
this.
lovely to see that on TV.
Just look at it sparkling. It's amazing, Sarah. I love it. I'm just thinking now where I'm going to wear it, what I'm going to wear it with. I'm happy that it's on my wrist. I want it. I want to make a little collar out of it as well. Oh, I love this. So we're going to see the technique. I'm going to give you the kit. I know you're in love with this too. Absolutely mad. Do you love this or what, Kerry?
Amazing.
It's fun. You'd wear this though, right?
So nice.
I love it. I'd like a belt. A belt made out. Oh, Kerry and I just went.
How many strands have we got?
We just went. Who does not need that belt? How amazing if you just had a plain black dress.
Heavier, Jenny.
I don't care. A nice black dress with a belt like that. It feels so expensive. It's amazing. Oh, I love it. Let's challenge Sarah to make me a wardrobe of goods, please. Oh yeah, Jenny said, can you make a belt, a pair of shoes? I'm just a walking Sarah Green.
Maybe a buckle for a shoe.
Yes, buckle my shoe. Now I'm going to give to you. You've got two colours here, two colour options. I'm going to give to you the first, which is the one that did indeed create this very collection. See the bead brights? Now, had Pippindale been around in the 80s at the poignant moment, he'd have called this Rainbow Bright. Now. Yeah, but you weren't around Rainbow Bright, you were like 3. Look at this. So you've got Button Moon. Now look. Finger Mouse, that's a particular favourite of mine. Look at this. And then you've got your Shell Pearl. Oh, I love it. Then you've got your Imperial Jasper. Do we need this or do we need it? We need it, right?
You need 2, Jenny.
Now you do need 2 of these because actually Sarah rang. She got the one kit, obviously from us to make jewellery up, and then she rang and bought the other one.
No,
because
I
she
was
loved
sent
it.
2 kits.
You were sent 2?
I was sent 2 kits so that I could make up a complete set and then have, if I needed it, to make stages.
Oh, I was going to say they don't do that. I thought you'd bought it.
No.
So you just went, forget the stages, I'm putting this all in one?
I just, when we put this bundle together, we were going to do it with the loom. So I asked for lots of different beads to make patterns and things with. and the loom's out of stock, so I was challenged.
The loom isn't going to be back with us for a while.
Those particular faceted beads, they sit together so beautifully. And at home I've never wanted to buy a mystic coated gemstone.
Haven't you?
No. And I think they are lovely.
Again, take Sarah's word for it. If you're sat at home,
take it home, have a look at it, send it back if you don't like it. I don't think you won't like it.
Listen, the point is that you can send it back, isn't it? And you've got that extra
I've
time.
done that before now.
Yeah, why not? That's why we do it. Have a look. All of these should be approaching £30, but they're not today. They're nowhere near £30. You have got your shell pearl at 4mm, your imperial jasper at 4mm, your sodalite at 4mm, your mystic coated hematite at 4mm, your bright coloured agate faceted rounds at 4mm, these are all faceted, and your black striped faceted rounds at 4mm as well in agate. Unbelievable beauty, super sparkly. I'm going to give you 2 colour options here. They're only $19.95. How much would you pay for that bracelet? And you'd have stacks left over. They're only $19.95 for you. If you are into your kumahimo with your cedar beads, you've got to grab this deal. If you are into your soutache, whether it's with polymer clay or with soutache cords, you've got to grab this deal. If you love to make beady beads, if you love to make caged beads with beads rather than wire, then you've got to get this bundle. If you want to have another look at Sarah's wonderful collections, if you want to learn something brand new today, then you've got to get this deal for £19.95. Let's give to you the different colours. Now I've got to say I love both colours, so my thing is I'm just going to get one of each. I haven't seen the other one, so. Well, the other one, because we're low in stock in this one, we have to give you 2 different types of options, and these are your naturals. So if you want to create day and night, get both. If you want the more natural look, then this is yours. Could be that you want to create a his and hers, bit of a his and hers collection. Now you have got the most beautiful strands in here. Peach moonstone at 4mm, gorgeous. You've got your Botswana agate, these are all 4mm by the way. Your orange agate, your black labradorite. This is very, very beautiful, and it's very optical, isn't it? Picture jasper and your cloudy quartz, all at 4mm. The colours are fabulous. This is the more neutral collection to the other, so this is the one that you want. You can use the techniques that we're going to learn with Sarah momentarily, but for now, grab this one at again £19.95 for you with these gorgeous, more earthy colours, or whether you're going for the more jazzy colours. If you get them both, you're making a £20 saving over that. You can create this gorgeous sparkler. Love it. Have you just seen this for the first time? Ryan just went, oh my gosh, hello. Hello, Ryan. Have you just seen it? Does it make you want to go clubbing? It's amazing, isn't it? I love it. I definitely am thinking about a belt. Like when I said belt, I could see Ben went, belt? Because you're a man of, you are a dedicated follower of fashion, aren't you? And a man of many belts, yes. Many outfits. We always can't wait. We can never wait to see what Ben's wearing of a day.
I feel like I've let you down today.
No, I like it. You feel like you feel like an 80s quiz with that jumper on. That's what that's reminding me of. You know, it is very Krypton factor, actually. Don't you think?
Actually, I think my dad's got one.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point in Ben's fashion. He's an upcycler.
Oh, I'll bring you some in.
Yeah. Next time, Dad's going to be left without his workshop stuff, and suddenly all of his jumpers have gone missing, and they're all being worn by our little lad. Now I'm going to take this over. Excuse me. To Sarah, and we're going to see how she indeed made this wonderful bracelet. I'm a little bit coughy and sneezy today, so I will apologise for that in advance. All of your details for both collections are on your screen right now. Let's check out the rest of Sarah's jewellery, because oh my goodness, the perfection of your beady bead. Hang on, these are different styles of
They
beady
are
beads.
different seedy beads, beady beads.
These are very posh seedy beads.
Which is, oh yeah. I
You're
rather
a
like
very
them.
posh seedy beader.
Well, then, you know, they're
like
not my
it.
patterns, I have to say. You know, these patterns are out there. But it's a lovely little pattern.
I love it. So you're not filling up the middle. These feel very solid though.
Yeah.
Let me just show you the lighter one because I think you'll be able to see a bit better the technique actually.
The way they made the way they're made is lovely. Actually, you make it in like a 3-petal shape and then join them back together at the top. If we've got time, I can definitely show that.
Well, I love. I've never seen this seedy bead technique.
You go through the beads more than once to give that tension.
To get because I was going to say these are very very solid, and the point of filling them up normally is because you lack that otherwise. Yeah. Isn't that gorgeous? I've got to wear this bracelet.
I have to say I did quite a bit of cheating with this kit, but
cheating?
Well, I used 2 of those, and then I've used funny little silver beads that weren't in
They're
the kit,
clear quartz, aren't they?
No,
quartz,
they're just little silver beads.
You'd have those in your stash anyway, so that's fine. You cheater. And then, how did you do this tube?
That is also, so your bracelet you've got on is peyote.
Oh, is this? I call it peyote because it rhymes with coyote.
It could well be. I don't know.
You're right. No, you're right.
Probably
not. Don't listen to me. I call Kumahimo Makuma Mahimo.
Oh.
You know, because then I can remember it.
No.
Akuma Mahimo.
This is also peyote stitch.
So it's the same stitch but brought together?
Yeah. So you do 6. The way it works in sort of a double row.
Okay.
So you do 6 lots of those and zip them up together.
Which we will see.
Which I thought might be easy for us to show.
Because who knows if this bracelet is going to be around in the next 5 minutes. I mean, someone might want to take its photograph. Oh, this? Yeah, it's an original Sarah Green. Isn't it gorgeous? Are you proud of that?
I love.
Do you make a lot of these?
I love cuff bracelets.
So do I. How do I do this? I do want to know how to do this as well, Sarah.
Shall we do that first then?
Yes. Because everybody in this building today has gone.
You still haven't given me that mat though, Jenny.
Have you seen the new guest designer? Yeah. Have you seen the bracelet? Yeah. Yeah. Are you going to steal it? No. Are you? Yeah. They still haven't given you what? Sorry.
Oh,
wait there.
That's why I'm not ready. One of the reasons why I'm not ready. Let's try this out.
There we are. Velvet boards. There we go. If you want yours, have we still got any of those kits available, Pippindore? Pippindore's going to put it on screen for you now. The velvet boards, the pearls that were just beautiful, the golden pearls. And you had the bronzite hearts in there as well, and your beading packs, everything, bead tray, all. For how much was that? It was like silly price, £24 or something like that? With the, what was it? With the pearls. $22.95, great price tag. It's in at the bottom of your screen for you right now. So, just to reiterate, we are creating, we're going to call this the Jenny cuff from now on, just in case anyone...
I don't think so.
Just in case anyone gets confused as to who owns this.
Oh, right.
It's the Sarah Green cuff. Okay. I love it.
Now we'll see how we get on with peyote stitch. I'll show you the tradition.
I mean, feel free to make another whole bracelet.
How many of these hematites have you got in the building?
I will find the hematites.
I must say they do sit together particularly well.
They really do.
For this.
If I had the bead loom, could I do
definitely.
that? Okay.
The look is different with the bead loom though. You all your beads are in perfect rows, whereas these are staggered.
Knitted almost together, aren't they?
I prefer this. I think you've got.
Listen, I'm not gonna move away from this exact design at all because it's perfect. I love it, and it's the exact same no matter which way you have it up. Because I just looked to see whether there was a back, but there isn't. Is there?
No.
Okay, so where are you starting, Sarah?
Got my threaded needle.
Watch this closely, Ben, because I'm going to need you to recreate this for me tomorrow.
Okay.
I have worked out a bit of a cheats way to start peyote.
Yes.
But I will show you the traditional way first of all.
Okay, but if it's the same result, show me how to cheat.
Well, to cheat, you would do a little row of right angle weave, like a beaded bead, and then start from that.
Okay,
I'll show you why,
but otherwise, what do we do?
Right, so essentially we've got 6 beads going across. So we're going to thread on, and I can see the holes and everything, 6 beads.
Look, see what a difference that velvet board makes. What a difference a board makes.
I'm actually going to thread on 7, sorry, to start with.
7, why so? Oh, because you've... Yeah, why 7 to start with?
Oh, and I would also like a stopper bead, sorry.
Okay, did you use those in here?
You just pop it on while you're making it and then take it off at the end.
Okay.
So I would have done
any bead, any little bead.
Little beads are
bead
probably the best. They don't move around too much. I did try and do a stopper bead with quite a heavy bead.
Okay.
It just fell off.
Okay.
So I would normally do this with the needle first of all.
And are you using the same thread that you used earlier?
Yes.
Which is available on our website. It's just the normal black thread that we have, the nylon thread.
Yeah.
So you just put a knot in that?
Yeah.
Do you have to undo that knot, or do you snip it later?
It's not a knot. It's you literally just go around the bead twice. So, it will move, because you want to be able to use it to force your design tighter.
Okay, okay, brilliant.
Okay. So we've got 6 on. We're going to add 7 because we're going to add the first bead of the next row. You see.
Oh, I see. Yes, a bit like a ladder weave where you do.
It is a bit like that, yeah. So this is going to come across the front. I'm just starting. I'm not starting with this bit. I added that on at the end.
Okay, so you're starting for your first row. So we're not starting at this bit. The actual start is done at the very end. So we're starting with the first row of 6. So you put 7 on.
You essentially create 2 rows at a time almost. It's a funny thing to describe.
I just love that.
So if we count these beads, that's number 1, that's number 2, that's number 3, that's number 4, that's number 5, that's number 6, that's number 7. Once you've got your 7th bead on, miss bead 6, go through bead 5.
Okay.
And pull. Okay.
Yeah.
Thread on a bead. And then
they're going, I think I know what she's going to do. Wait, Piffindor.
Miss bead 4, go through bead 3. So then it sits next to bead 4. Okay, this is why I said you can start it with a bit of a cheetah, which I found easier on the round beads actually. Pop another bead on your thread, pop that through bead number 1, and straight into your finger if you saw that.
You didn't even feel it, did you?
These needles are so fine, you really don't feel it.
Thank God that wasn't the bracelet. I literally just went, oh!
Yeah, Sarah's
it was not
that good.
No, it wasn't. It was me. I knocked it. Whereas leaning on all this, they got stuck to me. And as I lifted myself up, they all went, poof. Do you realise the heart attack I nearly just had? Now, okay. Sorry, carry on. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Okay, so this is what you've got.
A bit of a wiggle.
A bit of a wiggle. Now, when I was taught to do this...
Can we just hold that up so Ben can see? Just hold it up to Ben. There you go, Benny. There we go, perfect. Okie dokie.
When I was taught to do this, I was told, imagine these are turrets.
Turrets?
Turrets like on top of a castle wall.
Yeah.
So you can see the bits that are coming up?
Up, down, up, down.
Yep.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so we need to get back to the bottom with the next row. So we add on a bead. I haven't done any tying or anything. I've literally, we're going back down. So now it's much easier because you're aiming for the turrets. So you pop your bead on through the turret.
Just to reiterate, Sarah, you used 2 strands with this. Now, if you wanted to, you make it skinnier, can't you?
You can make it skinnier. Originally, what I was going to do is just do like a square of it.
Yeah.
And then put maybe chain on the back or ribbon on the back, and then I just thought...
You got carried away. So if you want to, you can make 2 rows of this. We've got 2, 4, 6 rows altogether.
This is called even count peyote, which is much, much easier than an odd count peyote. So you need an even number.
So if you did a row of 2, you could do that with the kit that you got. Yeah. You used 2. You could essentially do a row of 3, actually, couldn't you? You
might get away with a row of 4, actually.
Okay.
4 is 2. I probably wouldn't bother doing it like this at all. I would just do a right angle weave.
Okay.
So like a beady
So you could get away with 4 with the 1 kit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't like to swear to it, and obviously...
But you think that's your opinion. Yeah. Now, because of course Sarah was a bit cheeky and used 2 kits, but that's fine. You can either buy 2 or you can just do it a little bit slimmer.
I mean, in the kit, you have got other strands of faceted beads, so you could mix and match.
Mix them.
So we're threading on another bead. That's already on. Sorry.
And you're going into the turret.
Going into the turret.
That made it go bling for me when you said that, because I'm just going to nip into the turret.
I think that's what you need, isn't it?
You just need that key word to concentrate, and it makes you focus on it a little bit.
Bead on and into your last turret. And pull it nice and tight. Again, this nylon thread, I've never seen anybody be able to snap it. Okay.
Until you're on live TV. yeah. It's a kiss of death, Sarah.
And you need to keep it nice and tight in your hand. So as you can see, I'm working in my hand. You will find it impossible to do it on the worktop. Impossible.
Yeah, because
try and get used. Really try and get used to picking your beads up with the needle and holding your work in your hand.
Okay, and that makes your life flow then, doesn't it?
My biggest tip, I think. So we've just put that bead on there, over through that last turret. Now you can see we've got a new row of turrets.
Yeah.
So we add our bead on, and this is where it can go a little bit loose.
Don't worry, can I pick up the tension again?
Yeah. So as you can see, that's gone loose there.
Yeah.
But as you pull it up, you can tighten it. And what I've found with using real gemstones, you tend to get a little bit gappy at this stage, but then when you come back down to finish the row, it all neatens up again.
Okay.
So basically you're doing an alternate bead, so you're going through the turret again. And always, you might be tempted to sort of put it through and then put another bead on. Always pull your thread tight
before you do
before you put another bead on.
Okay, because even though you think it's making your life quicker, it's not, because you'll have to go back over it again.
You won't have the tension.
Okay, and then it's just not, you don't have the look, do you, that you wanted?
We're going back down again. I'll try and rush this a bit, and then I can show you how to zip it up to make a tube.
Oh, a la the pink bracelet.
Yeah. Would that be good?
I do love those beady beads. They're fantastic. Is that called a different kind of beady bead? Does it look like sort of crowned or something?
I don't know.
I'll make up a name for it later.
Disco beads.
Disco beads.
So again, I'm just going for the turrets.
And it goes.
Because I've said I'll rush it now, and I'm like,
well, you don't need to rush it. It's absolutely fine. I can show everybody your beautiful bracelet. Don't forget to text us in with any questions that you've got for Sarah 60777 JM Studio, followed by your message, and we'll relay that message to Sarah.
The other thing to admit, there was 2 strands I didn't even use.
So you've still got loads and loads left over. Got loads of the blue left over. So you could have done another one of these cuff bracelets, but in blue, couldn't you?
As I say, it's not so easy with a perfect round.
These are faceted, so they'll knit together a little bit easier, won't they? Because of the edges.
And I don't know, this hematite is just so easy to work with.
It's all eyes on the hematite, isn't it? Let's face it.
Bling.
Oh, I love it. I just do. Isn't that fab? It will be going on the Facebook page later. Okay. It will be staying in the building. Oh. It's disappointing, isn't it? They stay in the building.
I think my mum would have got it right.
Would she? You have to speak to the powers that be to get it out the door. Should be yours, shouldn't it? We've got to photograph them. That's why we're not allowed to steal them.
Oh no, it's lovely. It would be nice to see them photographed.
Next time you're in, if I haven't swiped it. Now you've told me your mum wants it. That's it. I can't possibly take it. Don't.
She's got plenty. She'll be fine.
Yeah, your mum will be fine. Anyway, that Debbie Bolford was eyeing this up earlier. You've got to watch her. She comes in with a massive handbag.
So this is row 5.
I can't believe how quickly. Now you were just going to do like a little. That could be a pendant now on a necklace, couldn't it? If you wanted a necklace to match. I wanted a necklace to match. Well, how would I make that sit nicely? Would I have to add to the? You know, if I wanted it sort of like a collar.
So would you want it to sort of hang that way?
Yeah, I'd want it flat like that across there to match.
You could maybe. I don't think you could get it all the way around without it falling forwards. A bit like I said about the black and white one.
I have to stitch it onto material, maybe.
You could do, yeah. Perhaps if you turn that one round, you could. Where I've got these shorter bits, if you pop those at one side, maybe, and then you get a nice
make it lie
bib.
nice. Yeah.
Perfect.
That'll be the next masterclass then. So we keep it now. If we just
right,
pop
I'm
it
doing
there,
one
then we can
more.
see. There we go. Whoops-a-daisy. I see you've already got started with your emerald, have you?
Yeah.
Good girl.
I've still only chosen 2, but we'll forget that.
Yeah, you got one more.
We'll forget that. We'll pretend those findings are rose gold. Okay. And then I had that.
That's fine. You can have the rose gold bindings if you want.
Right, so as I say, it goes a little bit wonky until you put basically the second half of that row on. And this is the last one in order to make a beaded bead.
Are you calling this a beaded bead as well then?
Yeah.
It's like a different type of beaded bead though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
It's lovely, isn't it? Because the round is the typical beaded bead, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then, and then you have got the other beaded beads too, haven't you? These ones.
Yeah.
I love this.
It might become a bit of a theme with me. I've got another one planned at home as well.
Oh, lovely. When are you next back?
On the 4th of December, I think.
Excellent. Am I in that day? Don't you think that's ace? They do look like charms, don't you? Do you think this would look really nice on a white shirt?
White, black. Yeah.
I'll try it. Tell you what, I'll try it for you. I've got a white shirt ready to be ironed at home. It'll be there for about 6 months.
That one's going home as well.
I'm not going to iron. I can't iron. I'm a terrible housewife. Terrible.
Who wants to iron? Life's too short.
Unless you get paid for it, don't do it.
Right, so now I've got 6 on the edge. You see both edges? Those are that is this edge here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is zip it up. Hi. So fiddly, fiddly, fiddly.
Oh right, okay. So now you're just literally.
Yeah. So you're looking for your turrets on the other side.
Okay.
Put your.
Do you go in and out of each one individually, or are you just going to try and go all the way through?
No, I'm going to do each one individually again.
Yeah. I reckon I'd try and be clever by doing it, but I see you can't. You've got to cross over.
You've got to cross over, right, so you're going back to the other side. If you manage to get longer beaded needles, and you get quite a bent needle, because they do bend, then you can maybe do a couple at once.
Okay. So sometimes a bent needle is a good thing.
Yeah, don't throw away your bent needles.
We're going to have question time momentarily, so if you have got any last minute oohs or ahs, 60777 JM Studio, followed by your message. We got Ed coming up at 5 o'clock tonight. He's in now, rummaging around the gemstone box. Looks like they got some treats coming up for you later, and I know that there are some very cheeky price tags at 5 o'clock this evening. Now, so you are literally zigzagging.
We've zipped up. Now, with a smaller bead, this would come into a nice firm tube. Okay. Which is why I decided I would make it like that. So now I'm going to try, although it seems to have gone funny, try and get my stopper bead off.
So what we've done, Ryan's like, what's happened? Right, so Sarah showed us exactly how to do this in a flat. Okay, so we already got that technique. And then what we were doing is making it so that she could show us, without having to start from the beginning again with a different gemstone, that actually this is the same technique to make a beaded bead. And you just roll it up. Obviously, if you'd have carried on, you'd have got the longer one. But you could actually make a giant beaded bead out of this one.
You could. So
I don't want you to.
Do you not want me to take that apart? No.
Never. That's what happens here if you don't. They get taken apart. It's like, it's so sad. They should make a film out of it, like Toy Story. You know how the toys are going to get. It is sad, horrible.
So I'm going to take. So I've reached the other end of the tube, but you can see I've got the two ends there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back through, and you can go up and down a few times, round and round. Unfortunately, I've broken my tail thread, so I don't know what. Probably because I didn't put the seedy bead on with a needle. So you see my tail's very short.
That's all right. We'll allow that.
But you have got enough space to tie it into a knot if you've got little fingers.
There we go.
Oh, the pressure of tying knots.
Don't worry.
So normally, you would have a longer tail, you would weave that in as well. Because as I said before, if your piece starts to come apart, the longer your tail is, the more likely it is you can catch it and save some of your work at least.
In time. Now, you've got obviously stranded this onto a bracelet.
Yeah.
Would you have done the beaded bead over the top, or do you just pull it through?
No, I just pulled it over the top.
So it could be a necklace. You could do the technique with bigger gemstones.
You could do, with smaller gemstones, you get a really nice tight tube.
Yeah.
So you could do a necklace like that one.
Oh, is this the same technique?
No, but you could put the tubes
instead
on.
of tubes.
Yeah.
How did you do these little seedy beads? Can we see those?
Yes.
I want to see everything that Sarah Green can do.
Right, let's put these.
I want to dive inside the Sarah Green mind. I love this, and I absolutely adore the earrings. Why do I keep going a little bit Australian on the end of my sentences? I'm not sure. I love the earrings.
Can I borrow the cuff for a second?
No, the cuff's busy right now. I'm sorry, but you can't. What do you want it for exactly?
Show you.
Show us something. Okay, fine. What are you going to show?
You can show it on your hand.
Are you going to show? Yes. I can't get a. Take it off me, because I will literally. I promise you, this happens all the time. I run out of the building and I know what's happening, but I can't stop myself.
So again, as we were saying before, there isn't enough beads in the kit to make this. I mean, really, I would, if I was feeling really rich, I would have had 3 strands and gone nearly all the way round.
Oh.
Put a sliding catch on.
Oh, yes.
But I didn't, so your end of your peyote is staggered, like those turrets before we zip that up. So up here, I went through a few beads and I added on so that you get more.
There we go.
I don't know if you can tell.
Sorry.
I've just sort of filled in some of those turrets to make it into a point.
Yeah, we can see that.
And added on the 4 at the end as well.
Okay.
Just to sort of neaten it off, really.
It's so neat. You're so wonderful at this. Every gemstone giving you a different colour. I just think this
it's fabulous. It's fabulous.
Beautiful. I love it. You're very proud of that, and I love it. It's definitely.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I've never wanted to buy Mystic coated, but I probably will now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
You've got, it's made one of those pieces that you've gone you know, and don't forget that you can, of course, create the same look with the different gemstones within the kit as well, and within the more neutral colours. You could do a tonal one if you've got the faceted too. What about the black and the pinks? Those would look stunning in this way, wouldn't they, as well?
I started off. I started making a cuff with these, and put in like squares of colour in.
Yeah.
Of pink and blue in amongst the black, but I didn't have enough black, so I cut it up and did those instead.
Oh, but I love these. So you're going to show us how now to do These, I'll show them to Ben first, because Ben likes to see all. You better. Aren't they fab? This is a new concept of beady bead, Ben, because you and I are used to the traditional beady bead where you fill in the middle.
Yeah.
But look, if you get really, really into these, they are like raspberries, Gryffindor.
Yes, they are, yeah. Apart from the black ones.
These ones are like berries, aren't they?
Yeah, they'd have gone quite well in the Winterberry kit, wouldn't
Yeah. I love it. You don't know what the kits are called though, do you? They're kind of Japanese as well, aren't they?
I think.
Look, yeah. Like little Japanese lanterns.
You'll see the way it builds up. It's really pretty without turning it into a bead as well.
Oh, is this something new I'm going to see?
Right, so we need...
Okay, you need
12 beads, and I did have them on here until you put your
I
arm
leant on them and they stuck to my boobs. That's what happened. That's what happened.
She's honest.
Well, I am. Sometimes too honest, actually.
5, 6, 7, 8. There's actually a couple of orangey ones in this one.
I love that colour.
It's really nice to have the mixed strand, isn't it?
Variants,
because you can get
you can get the look you've created with all these different tones. It's wonderful. And actually, these all look like they've come from different strands, don't they, Sarah?
Yes, and you know how I said get 2 kits if you can afford it. How nice would it be to put more of these on? Double it over or matching bracelet. I didn't have enough to make a bracelet, so
you've got the matching earrings already.
Yeah, and now I want you to imagine these are tiny
white quartz or tiny silver spacers.
Yeah.
What have you used here? I thought they were quartz.
These are silver-lined glass beads. They're what we call size 11.
Okay.
Which means you can get 11 of them in an inch.
Right, okay, okay.
They're very cheap, so if you do want to copy it exactly, you can do. They're very easy to come by.
Okay.
But I would have used, if I had them, little round silver beads.
We have plenty of those on our website, so go and check out our website. It's JewelleryMaker.com if you want those now. Okay, so...
Would you like me to use a different colour thread?
Yes, probably, because we can't see that one. That's the thing about Tella.
The reason why I used white is because it just doesn't show on the little seedy beads.
Okay.
When I say seed beads, I mean these. It's a bit confusing, isn't it?
Those
you
are
don't
tiny,
need as much. Probably 1 arm's length.
Okay.
You are going to go around a couple of times to strengthen it, so be generous with your thread. It's ever so cheap.
Well, it is, and you can get that on our website as well. How much do you get in that, Pippi? In the one on our website? Oh, he's not here now. He's having a break. Just go over.
Some of mine I've had for years. Oops.
Okay. You get loads in there, I
I'll show
reckon.
you.
About 100 metres, do you reckon?
The ones they're probably like these that you have on the website.
Are those on our website?
I don't know because I couldn't find them, but you can just see it's literally all thread. It will last you years.
Yeah.
There's slightly less on the more expensive.
We've got
threads.
the black thread that you're using today,
Okay.
which I think was $2.95, $3.95.
Yeah.
It comes in. It does come in lots of different colours: golds, silvers, coppers.
Right. Let's see if I can remember this pattern. We thread on 3 of our little beads.
So these are the wee beads.
Mm-hmm. And we tie a knot.
So just an overhand knot.
Yep.
Surgeon's knot.
And then pass your needle. Am I in the right place?
Mm-hmm. Yep, you're perfect.
We'll
find you.
Where
we'll
your
find
knot
you.
is,
Yeah.
pass your needle through the next bead so you're not sort of trying to go through your knot.
Okay.
Right, then you thread on 1 silver bead, 1 faceted bead, 1 silver bead, 1 faceted bead. These needles are quite short, so push them down. Because the last thing you want is them coming off. 3 again.
You really need this velvet board.
Yeah, it's so much easier. You can see this sitting in a pile,
Yeah.
which is what makes it so much easier to seed bead with. So then you've got 3.
Okay.
1 facet, 1 seed. I'm so used to calling them seed beads, I apologise. Okay.
It's all right.
So they're literally threaded on.
Okay. So it goes 1 red, 1 red, 3 red, 1 red, 1.
And 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's your knot at the top.
We're not holding my little triangle down here together. The bead you're coming out of on your triangle, you go back through in the same direction.
What happens if I go, oh right, so to make it like that. I was going to say what happens if I go in the other direction, that just wouldn't happen, would it?
It would sit in between your beads then, rather than on top of your bead.
Right, okay.
Okay. We're going to go around this again to strengthen it. Can I just pull that to me?
Yeah.
You've seen what to do. So just literally go through them all again.
Okay. So you're going through them all again just to strengthen. You're literally just going around the circle.
It helps you to get that lovely round shape.
Okie dokes.
And back through your base, triangle 1. I've gone through too many, yes, Okay. And then you take your needle through your next bead on that initial bottom triangle of the 3 beads that we did at the beginning.
Beads, okay. Might have to just show that to Benny. It's very difficult.
So you can still maybe just about see the 3 from the start.
Yeah.
So that's our first one. We've gone through the one that's next to it.
Okay.
And then we're going to put on 1, 1, 1, 1, 3.
Got to get this right, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got to get it right because you want a nice even bead.
Do you remember this in your sleep now? You've done it so many times. You know how, because I'd be like, I'd have to write this down. 1.
I've got it written down.
1, 3.
And obviously, as I say, these are patterns that are available.
And they're patterns that you regularly do as a beader, aren't they?
I haven't used this one for a long time. And then, because I was obviously going to use the loom with this kit, and then I thought, what am I going to do instead? I remember those beads.
I remember, back in the old days.
So once you've got your 4 faceted beads on, back through, same direction, your bottom triangle.
We're going to give you the kit, hopefully, with Sarah's board on it, because a lot of you have been asking, can you have the velvety board? We did have this as part of a kit, which we will be bringing you momentarily. Oh, it's at the bottom of your screen right now. It's your beading essentials kit. Oh, that's the one with the amazing pearls. Imagine if you first started jewellery making and that was your first strand. Well, you'd have to work with diamonds the next month, wouldn't you? Because where are you going to go from there? Oh, gold pearls, gorgeous.
So we'll just imagine I went round that again for strength.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're doing now. You're creating a round from each point of the triangle.
Yep.
And then I guess you're going to bring it together at the end. Oh, this isn't that complicated.
It isn't, it's a pattern, you know.
It is sometimes, with beading work, it is about following a pattern a lot of the time, isn't it? Kind of like, well, like sewing and knitting.
Even if it's a pattern you've written yourself,
Yeah.
because you need to remember to get all your pieces the same, don't you? I sometimes sing, sorry.
Oh no, I always do that. It's always kumbaya. I like the way you just thought you're at home. Do, do, do. Oh, sorry, I'm not at home. I love it.
Right, so this is your final one. This is what I was saying. How cute is it like this? So you're going
What's your
back through
favourite
that
song to
bottom.
hum to, they want to know? Surprise us, what is it?
I tend to just do funny little...
Yeah, make that. It's not heavy metal.
Especially if I'm trying to catch a bead, I'm like...
Yeah.
Maybe it's instead of swearing, I don't know.
Don't do that here today. Goodness me.
So that's going through my base beads again.
Yeah, I can't get out of humming Kumbaya. Since I was about 4.
Yeah.
It's very catchy.
And then if we imagine I've gone round that one again for strength, but just for speed, once you've gone round that, that probably won't drop like that.
Yeah.
But isn't that a gorgeous shape?
Yeah, amazing already. Yes, like you said, that's all beautiful like that.
How much could you do? Especially when you have gone round again, it becomes quite strong.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not going to flop around, so you could make really nice
something
little
nice
pieces.
and structured, yeah.
What we're going to do is go up.
They're all in the gallery. How does she finish it? But just wait and see. We're going to find out. I know it's exciting. They're like kids. Miss, so faster. How's she going to? No, they're just like. Oh, but how does she finish it? Okay. I haven't seen this before.
So the adjacent set of loops. Take it through those beads again.
Yeah.
You see why I said needle and thread. You can get so many passes through even these tiny beads that you wouldn't even with monofilament. And you want to take it to the middle of those 3 beads.
In you go. Gosh, I can't believe you went through those weeny beads. They're like 1 mil.
Then you're going to take it through the 3rd one over here.
There's a size 11 weenie beads, just for anybody that's wanting to know.
And you could take.
They're not available here.
That one of the 3 there.
Did you lose your thread then? Where you go?
No, it's just sneaking around the back.
Oh.
And pull it together a bit.
I can see where this is going now.
What's happening here? Sometimes your little tail thread just gets completely in the way.
There you go, tail.
Can you imagine having a tail?
I've always said I would love a tail. Yeah.
And we're going to go back through that.
We do have some weird conversations. It's like Avatar. They've got tails, haven't they?
Oh yeah. You can tell we're country girls, you see.
Yeah. Can you imagine having a tail? Yes, I can. I would love one. I often used to pretend I had a tail.
Right, so I'm going to pull it tight.
Do you know what light pollution is? I didn't know what it was until the city lot here told me. I was like, what's light pollution? And they were like, oh, you're so country. I was like, well, what pollution does a light give off? And they were like, no. And they told me what it was, and I was like, oh, how terrible for you.
It's awful. The difference, I mean, one of the things I've noticed moving back to the countryside after being engaged said it's stars. I mean,
how could you live without them?
I don't know how I did. So I've gone through those top 3 once. I'm going to go through them again for strength, because as you can see, they're moving around.
In my head, I'm so a needle pulling thread. Is
that because I say sew a lot?
It's because you're sewing, yeah. No, it's because you're like sew through here. Like,
and then once you've done that, take your needle and thread through to the bottom.
So you're not filling this with anything?
No. And as you can see, my tension hasn't gone great this time.
No, it's good.
As you can see, you can actually tell the one I've been through twice, look.
Yeah, but you're using a different colour beading thread, don't forget, than you would normally, right?
You can see that the one I went through twice for strength, which is what I was saying to do, stands nice and proud, sticking out where there is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then once your threads are together, you can knot them.
And then how would I add that onto? Oh, you've just added it with wire, I can see.
Well, I've got a top tip now.
Have you? Go on then. What's your top tip?
I wouldn't normally use glue or nail varnish, as I've said before with these, but there's so little space in these to hide your thread. I put nail varnish on there and then trimmed it short.
Okay, good, because then it won't go bring.
I did that before I put the wire through.
Okay.
Which was not fun, because then I had to get the nail varnish out of the middle of the beads.
It's not a bead cap, boys. The boys are going, there's a bead cap. No, boys, it's where, look, it's the top. It's the top. Do you see where we've done the little, it's where, doesn't it look effective? Yeah, what a very, very effective technique.
So don't cut your knots, don't cut your threads yet, don't nail varnish them yet, put your wire through first. Now you might have to get it quite close, especially if your blind is about like me. I've got contacts in.
Have you?
Yeah. So you can get it through. Now if you've got nail varnish in your hole, you can't get it through.
Oh gosh.
So then put your nail varnish on, let it set, and
then do it.
Then do.
Otherwise you get in a pickle.
I think I just literally did it with my fingers and wrapped.
Yeah.
Wrap loop, trimmed it. Wrap loop,
this.
trimmed it.
Looks amazing against the green on your top as well, look.
Try and remember to put your chain on then, which I've just forgotten to do. But if you don't,
but it doesn't matter because you can
if you
open the
forget,
links.
you can get
or a jump ring.
little tiny jump rings. But that's those.
That's not.
And
a
then
big
on
thing,
the
is it?
earrings, I've made the black ones, and then just so it tied in with the necklace, I added a pink and a blue.
I love that. I like the. I quite like this sort of wrapped around.
Yeah, exactly. Another reason to get 2 lots of the seed beads.
So cute. Design inspiration with Sarah Green. The CD bead bites AUGC84 is your item code, and then you have got the naturals. They're both $19.95. I don't know where the price keeps disappearing off your graphics, doesn't it? They're both £19.95 for you. Now,
and remember, there's 2 strands I haven't touched at all, so you've got loads more.
Absolutely loads for your money. Remember that we did create that fantastic cuff bracelet as well with this kit. Any questions, don't hesitate to drop us a text 60777 James Studio followed by your message. You can also send us an email, studio@jewellerymaker.com. After the break, we've got some more Christmas crackers for you. We've got some wonderful Tiger's Eye, question time with Sarah, and ever such a lot more. We'll be right back after this.
Tune into Jewellery Maker for our Miss It, Miss Out show. Every day between 5 and 9 PM on Freeview Channel 50. Don't miss it or you'll miss out.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, we are happy to announce that our studio store is now open. If you attend any of our courses, you can now browse through special items, get exclusive discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Become an exclusive customer at the studio store. For more information on available courses and dates, please contact our call centre. The new studio store. The experience just got better.
Join us on Jewellery Maker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything you buy can be refunded or exchanged until the 31st of January. So for hassle-free shopping and great value, it has to be Jewellery Maker.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Cuffs and bangles out on Thursday with myself and Laura Binding. I loved that. It was a brilliant, brilliant DVD, so do tune in on Thursday for that. Let me give you a little bit of a refresher of today's star by coming up for you a brand new strand of wonderful agate. Huge, talking to Laura Binding, I said that earlier, didn't I? She would love these. Huge statement slabs, and then you've got your CD beads as well. How fabulous is that? Coming up for you as your night owl at 5. Star by, not night owl. That's Ed's doing a night owl, isn't he? Ed's like, hello. Ed's not doing a night owl tonight.
The night owl's flown away.
The night owl's flown away. He's
Star
gone.
by.
Oh, Now, I have got for you a trio of gorgeous tiger's eye. Am I getting all of it? That's coated tiger's eye, isn't it? I thought it was pyrite earlier. I love this. This one, I'm going to show you these all individually, because this one for me is the perfect steampunk strand. You hear a lot of steampunk this, vintage that, and it's because it's such a popular look at the moment, that shabby chic look. Your verdigris. I saw yesterday there were some pots of verdigris. Did you have it in yesterday's show? The swelligant. Did you have that swelligant in yesterday's show or not? I did see it. Yeah, now if you had that and you're already thinking about getting swelliganty, then this is one that you want. Now, all the knobs in my house have been verdigrised. They're all green. I love them. All my drawer knobs and anything on the wardrobe have been verdigrised. That's making Sarah giggle. I
don't know what it is. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is.
I realised how it sounded when I said it, but I tried not to.
Just gloss over that.
Yeah, I'm just going to carry on. Now, if you love that look, and if you don't know what on earth I'm talking about, go and have a little look at Swelligant, go and check out their website at Swelligant and see what verdigris is, aging things by giving it that wonderful sort of green look to it, that oxidised is the word I'm looking for. So a lot of our furniture in the house that I've done, because we live in quite an old house, has been oxidised, so it looks sort of authentic in with it, and that's what vintage is about, isn't it? It's about adding that look, and that's what I'm thinking with this strand. It almost looks like it's had a bit of swelligant on it, and I love this. It's coated pyrite, and I would say if you're going to get any strand for that look, for your vintage look, it's got to be this one, because it's tiger's eye. It's amazing, amazing shiller that comes through, and it's another one of those that Sarah was mentioning earlier. You've got to get it to appreciate it, and if you don't love it, you've got until next year to send it back. So I would grab as many. Now's the perfect time to shop with us, because, don't you think, because you can get something now and you've got so much time to even ask opinions. You know, do you like this? Do you think this is lovely? And the more people say, you know, I love that, I'd love to see that in this design or that design, the more you're inspired, the more time you've got right now because of that extended money back guarantee. I'm going to give you some wonderful tiger's eye ovals as well. And I do think tiger's eye in this kind of colour, that gorgeous caramel colour, can go in feminine or masculine pieces, can't it? Really showing that wonderful shiller for everything that it is. Thinking about these in very sort of wintry, those leafy browns, that fabulous crisp look that these give to you. And then I'm going to give to you the hexagons. Now look how caramelly again that these are, and what I like about these is that they knit together perfectly. So if you were thinking about doing side-by-side designs, you can take advantage of the fact that you've got those points, and you see how you push them together and that closes up the gap. You can make something really intricate. You can make things as simple as you like. These could be cufflinks, these could be stud earrings, but they could also go in a big cuff style bracelet. Then I'm going to give to you, I think these look mahogany. They're very rich indeed. Mahogany hearts of tiger's eye. I will give you the dimensions of those in just a tick. They're 10 mil actually. Now you've got your chips. Your long teeth is what Mark Smith calls these. Blue tiger's eye teeth. They're fabulous. Now the antique gold coloured coated tiger's eye are faceted, and they're 9 mil, perfectly 9 mil rounds, and they're on a 7 centimetre strand. Your red tiger's eye hearts are 10 mil. Your yellow tiger's eye, the golden tiger's eye hexagons are 10 mil. Tiger's eye ovals are golden again, 22 by 16, and your blue tiger's eye long chips, 12 by 6. To 20 by 7, those long teeth. Ready to stand proud if you want to do that Gemma binding. Who's Gemma binding? If you want to do that Gemma Crow style bracelet where she sort of spikes them up and gives texture. There's a lot of warmth to this bundle. There's a lot of autumnal tones coming from this bundle. Very, very wintry, an absolute must-have for your collection. It should be $37.95, and that's indeed what it is. If you shop for these individually on our website, that's what you're going to pay. LEGC74 is the item code that you need. Remember, this is a brand new bundle put together to make you a saving. Today, 0800 644 655 is that free phone number to be calling. Today, by buying these as a bundle, you are paying £27.75. So you're making a £10 saving by buying Tiger's Eye here today. In this bundle, now Tiger's Eye does tend to keep its money. It's a gemstone that's very popular, I think, with your customers. Very popular with you as our customer. And I think if you are selling jewellery on, Sarah, do you ever sell jewellery on, or is it all, are you quite competitive? Or
I've got my first craft fair next weekend.
Where is it?
It's at Church Stretton Secondary School. In Church Stretton. It's where I used to go, so that'll be very strange going back to my school.
Oh,
I haven't done a craft
gosh.
fair since I was a teenager, so.
And what have you been doing with your beads in the interim? Have you been just doing this on you know, in line with another job you've got, or is it a hobby? Is it, what is it?
Yeah,
is it a business for you?
Up till recently I've had full-time jobs, so I make gifts, and I did a few commissions last Christmas for people I was working with who were kind enough to buy from me, so yeah.
Well, you're amazing, Sarah. Go and check out Sarah's page, don't forget. £27.95 Tiger's Eye. Is this a very popular gemstone with anybody that you make a gift for? Is it something that you would grab?
I would imagine it will be. I hope it will be. I've got some for my stall. Is Tiger's Eye another alternative for August? I've heard that in the past.
I've not heard that. I'll have a look into that.
Why anybody wouldn't like peridot, I don't know.
I love peridot. But actually, it goes very nicely together.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to give you a threading essentials pack. Is it the both of them? Now, another Christmas cracker for you, hey lovers. Now your threading packs, as we know, are essential. You need your threading packs, because if you get short without your threading materials, you can't make that certain piece that you wanted to make, and then you're in a quandary. Now I'm going to give to you your ribbons. You've got the pink, you've got the purple, you've got the baby pink, you've got your satin cord in pink, satin cord in cream, and then I'm going to give you your dusky pink beading thread. I'm going to give you your pink elastic, and I'm going to give you your monofilament. All of this comes in your organza gift bag. Then in the second beading pack, I'm going to give you your organza gift bag. Stay there now. And you're going to get the steely blue ribbon, the black ribbon. You're going to get the white ribbon. Someone's had this out, look. You're getting loads already. You're getting your baby blue satin cord. You're getting your stainless steel beading thread, gosh, your monofilament, your elastic. Now you're also getting memory wire. You have got your necklace memory wire, your bracelet memory wire, and your ring memory wire. All of this absolutely stacks. There's your bracelet memory wire moving into your necklace memory wire, 14 coils on each spool, and that's with the ring as well. There's your clear elastic, your stainless steel beading thread, monofilament. You've got your baby blue cord there. You have got your white ribbon, your black ribbon, your steely grey ribbon. You've got that fuchsia ribbon, purple. Can't see that there, can you? You've got your baby pink. You've got your baby pink satin cord. You've got your cream satin cord, dusky pink beading thread. That's my favourite coloured beading thread. Your pink elastic, and one more lot of monofilament there as well. And your 2 organza gift bags, because we spoil you. Absolutely stacks. Great stocking filler. If you're helping Santa out this year, MAGC07 is your item code. Brand new today, maybe to get your best friend into jewellery making with you. It's so much nicer, and you can do a chocolate and cheese and wine night with jewellery making. It's got to happen. £8.95. Pippin Dore said, I'm coming. Pippin Dore is obsessed with cheese. What kind of cheese is your favourite? I said, I like brie, I like smoked cheese. Well, yesterday we went on a bit of a cheese tasting thing at this local supermarket, and you could taste them. And they had cheese that was rolled in pineapple and nuts. It was creamy. It was nice, but it was more of a dessert for me. I'd have eaten the whole thing. I did go for the blue veined type of cheese. Now you get all of this £8.95. Just think about that though, because it is nice to get your best friends involved in your hobbies, isn't it? And now actually, Sarah, we know that not only your best friend, but your best friend's mum is involved in you. We've heard about Catherine a lot today.
We were in the same beading group, so yeah.
So you,
she introduced Charlotte actually. So Catherine
and you and Charlotte are best friends, are you, or good friends?
Good friends, yeah.
So do you actually find that, you know, having a hobby like this, actually you go out and you do meet people and you do share an interest and you do make friends?
If you're lucky enough to have a beading group near you, definitely go. I mean, as I said, we originally started off with a tutor, and then we just branched off by ourselves, and we called ourselves Balmy Beaders.
I've noticed. Do you know? I live in a funny. I live near Hitchin, and something rhymes with Hitchin with a B, and that's what they're called. The Hitchin Beaders. And I was like, what? I saw a big poster in the coffee shop and I said to my partner, look at this. The Hitchin Bleeping Beaders is what they're called.
So I'd like to set one up in Church Stretton maybe.
You should do it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Definitely. If you're interested in that, get involved. Get involved on Facebook with Sarah, who is Peridot Crafts on Facebook. If you missed this, you've missed out. Now, I'm going to give you something else fabulous. Let's just tidy this away. And we've got so many wonderful moonstones for you. You've got that dolphin grey to start off with. That's where we're starting, yeah, good. I went, wow! Have a look at this. Now this is more silver moonstone, and for me, silver moonstone, it's like the light reflecting on the water, isn't it? It is one of our most popular gemstones, and it's the sound. It's got a romantic sound about it. Moonstone. Look at that. Absolutely magical. There is something for me very magical indeed about moonstone, and it is a gemstone that I think when you tell your customers or whoever it is, look at that, can you see? There it is. Ooh, wow. I can't even see that Sheila from my edge, but you can see it from yours, and that's the great thing. From every angle, moonstone gives us a little bit of a wink and a nod. Now Mother Nature makes this gemstone, and don't you think it's absolutely crazy that this is totally natural? These are great in hair vines. These are wonderful wire wrapped. They're beautiful in the crown style hair pieces. This is such a stunning colour. I'm just going to take my blackboard away so I can twist these for you and show you what I call moon essence, the Sheila that travels around these. Sarah, is this a gemstone you enjoy to use?
It's lovely, isn't it? That sounds really different to the one I had in my kit as well. It's a darker one, isn't it?
Yes, it's silver. I think you had
lovely.
White in yours, didn't you?
Really nice.
Really beautiful. Look at that silver Sheila that you get. These really are stunning. And it is one of Pippin Dawes' absolute favourites. And he's just started here at Jewellery Maker. And I always think when you first start jewellery making, you're obsessed with labradorite and moonstone because you've never seen them before. I'm still obsessed to this day. Look at the tips, look at the top drilling. That makes them so much easier if you're making flowers, so much easier if you're making earrings. You could do that waterfall cascade just with ease. There's a lot of nods and smiles when it comes to this strand. Every single one really are so breathtakingly beautiful. Almost looks like Labradorescence, doesn't it there? CJRU 48, the graduations range between 8x5 to 14x10 on an 18cm strand. Now, I'm not going to give you this strand for £30 or even £24.95. You're going to get this strand for just a tiny price tag of £11, anywhere short of £15 for me is an absolute treat. At £11.95, I know I've got something incredible for my collections. Your beautiful silver moonstone. We're calling this grey moonstone, but I think it's silver. See what you think. It's so pretty, isn't it? Don't forget, it's that 1P&P all day long today. Now, and you've got your extended money back guarantee. Now we're going to give you some rainbow moonstones. So I'm going to take back my blackboard just to be able to show you. I love this. Look at it. This is the one. This is, for me, is that enchanted strand, that Lord of the Rings strand. It looks like someone's put a spell on it. It's just absolutely beaming, pulsating with magic. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, it's just, now remember, these are all stacked like plates, but actually they've got the hugest faces, which are all they would be perfect for rings, wouldn't they? Absolutely beautiful for that. The glow is wow factor 22. Now this is very, very bridal. And I am thinking about rings, but I'm also thinking about cage pendants. Of course, putting these on a necklace. They'd be wonderful together with any wire work that you've got on the go. They're just beautiful. Look at that. Don't you think it's like a fairy wing iridescence? Now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 on your strand. Think about just taking a head pin and popping it straight through there, giving a little curl at the back, and then you've got a button. Look at that blue. Now this is a very new strand to us here at Jewellery Maker, and these are the last few opportunities for you to buy. GFG K04 180 carats for just £14.95 for you today. Look how bridal white these are. Sarah, don't you think this is beautiful?
Lovely, yeah.
Have you seen a strand like this, or is today one of the first days you're seeing?
Yeah, I was thinking that when I was watching Lucy from the Wings earlier. I've never seen tanzanite in real life. Never.
And are you hooked now?
Well, I didn't get a very good look at it, but it looked lovely.
But you like want to see. A beautiful jewellery maker made me for my Christmas tree, but it was opened when it came into the building, so I don't know who it was. Two beautiful tanzanite wire work Christmas tree decorations.
Gosh.
They are stunning. Absolutely stunning. Who was it? It was you. No, it wasn't, Ryan.
I bet that would really catch Christmas tree lights, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. Can you imagine? Mm-hmm. You wouldn't want to put it, you'd want it in your hair. But mind you, those tanzanites are stunning. I'm not going to put them on the Christmas tree, I'm going to hang them on the window. This little window. We love them at home, we love them. So thank you. Thank you so much, whoever that was. £14.95. Now I'm going to give you some more silver moonstone. But this time, they're flatter. 95 carats this time. These are your plain pairs, and these are just catching the light again. Now, because they're not faceted, you get that edge to them. And their face, if you face them up, now it could be that that's exactly what you're looking for your design. Because Sarah, there's horses for courses, isn't it? You need different gemstones for different things.
Yeah, and I think the more variety you've got, the more you sort of it sort of distills in your brain almost.
Yes.
My mum laughs at me because I play computer games, and I says it's because it's helping me think.
Because you do what, sorry?
I play computer games, and
yeah.
But I'm actually, things are jumbling around in my mind. I was in the toilets of that hobby store.
Yeah.
And it said in there, inspiration comes anywhere, and you just think, yeah, it does. Driving the car, you think, I could make this with that I've got at home, and then
You're so right though, you never know when a moment's going to take you. I had that last week when I was telling you upstairs with the beading.
Yeah.
And I said, what is this?
It's almost your subconscious. Yeah.
Could be anything you see, it could be fashion or whatever. I mean, that's how Soutache, of course. Now, you are going to get this for under £10, which is incredible for me. So don't forget, this is one of the birth gemstones of June. That's your birthday, or someone that you love. I mean, my son's birthday is in June, so I get as much moonstone and as many pearls as I can. Because of course you want to, don't you? And peridot, because that's my daughter's birthstone as well. QQR U42 for under £10, are very, very limited in stock. I always recommend getting as many birthstone strands as you possibly can in your stash. Remember, these are top drawer. There's a queue on the phone lines, very, very short queue on the phone lines. Please bear with it. At $9.95, you've got an awesome deal. Now, let's do some multicolour. Multicoloured moonstone, beautiful peach tones here, and I love the shape of these, and again these look like they would make fabulous rings. I do love the way these are already colour graduated for you. Have a look at that. Aren't these beautiful? Look at the depth. That's a real apricot depth, isn't it, of colour there. Moving into the to the rainbows, and then to those wonderful dolphin greys. Absolutely stunning. I do love a dolphin. Just look at that colour. Now also note that these have got the little silver balls in between. Yours will come like that. Now those are great to separate your gemstones with. Let's Sarah's working away on her challenge right now. I'm very excited because I can steal the challenge. No.
I thought I was stealing the challenge.
Listen, Sarah, that's not how it works around here, all right? Debbie Bolford didn't get where she was today. I'm only joking. You can. We'll go halves. Have a look.
We'll make some more then.
Have a look at this colour. We're having a laugh. Have a look at that colour. Those greys, though, are really doing it for me. And I love the peach. I love that apricot. Now, have a look. Very low in stock. £9.95 is your price tag for all of this variation of colour, for the wonderful gradient of size, and you get those little silver spacers as well. Now we're going to give to you a very cheeky Christmas cracker. Packaging. Now these are going to sell out because every time we give you your organza bags, they sell out. This is a packaging must-have. And then yesterday we decided that we were going to make little charms and we were going to hang them on the tree and we're going to put something cute inside, like a pair of earrings. And then when our friends came over, we're going to say to them, instead of just getting everybody, you know, random gifts, instead of getting everybody gifts that we pick for them, we make a selection of gifts and we say to our friends, go to the tree and pick a pair of earrings that you want. That way they get exactly what they want and it looks cute on your Christmas tree.
And if you've got lots of different colours of bags, tone your earrings in with the colour and you can say pick your favourite colour as well. And then that's what's inside.
Perfect. I like the idea of sort of choosing the gift.
It's lovely, yeah.
And I do like the idea of decorating Christmas trees. At the moment I'm down to 2 Christmas trees. There could be a third.
Oh.
There could be a third. You're going to have Christmas at home as well, aren't you, at your mum's, so that'd be lovely. Yeah. Nothing like your mum's roast dinner, is there? Now, you're getting all of this, all of these organza gift bags. So in total, I'm getting 1 black, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the smaller red. These are perfect for that gift idea that we had yesterday, if you decide that that's something you want to do. 10 of the gold as well. Don't forget you got 1 black, and then you're going to get ribbon as well. Yeah, why did you just put 1 black in there, Pippindall? He didn't mean to put any black ones in there, it just went. It went in there, it snuck in there, he said, and he obviously pressed the black button by mistake, but he said, you know what? Let everybody have a free black bag. Okay, good boy. You can have that for free, he said. You are naughty, Gryffindor. Now, you are also getting all this ribbon. I love this ribbon. This colour is the one I'm going to wrap my Christmas presents with. The mulled wine. You get the gold as well. Oh, those fab. Then you get the Christmas tree green. Love it. That's almost like a blazer there, isn't it? A posh boys' school. Peridot green. Lovely lemon yellow. Chocolate. Aubergine. Pink. Blue. Baby blue. And royal blue. So you've got all this ribbon and the random black bag, fine, the gold bags, the red bags, all of this for one small price tag. SXGC37 is your item code. All of this for just £8.95. 21 bags. All of this ribbon. Hey up, Pete. All of this ribbon. And all of this for just £8.95. You have got yourself an absolute treat for the price tag. We have got Peter just delivering some absolutely beautiful and very cheeky things for you right now. Checkout baskets. We're going to leave that one with you. Very popular always with your packaging, and it is important if you're giving these as giving jewelry as gifts, Sarah, or if you're selling it to package it properly, isn't it?
Yeah, I need some.
You need some. All right, I'll swap you. I'll swap you all of these for a pair of. Let let me have a look at the. We'll do swaps.
Not a
later.
hematite cuff bracelet.
I'm not allowed that. I've been categorically told that's not allowed to leave the building today because it's going to be shown to lots of people tomorrow.
Oh.
No. Don't forget your star buy coming up for you very, very soon. Right, Pippindor, let's start at the very beginning, shall we, sir? Let's go for box number 1. We cannot get enough of black in our collection. By the way, I've got a bit of a secret to tell you. Wasn't supposed to tell you, but Pip, no one told you. I can't keep secrets. Everything I'm about to give you from now until the close of the show is going to be under £10. Get yourself on the lines. If you don't love the price tag, put it down. But if you do, stay where you are because you are going to be stacking up on your strands. Right now, I bring to you these gorgeous deep black rice beads of black onyx. One of the most important, I think, of the black gemstones because it's very, very popular. 10x4 to 13x6, so they're graduated and they're on a 28 centimetre strand. Remember, everything right now from here on to the close of the show will be going under £10. FCS F45. Now I'm going to be working very, very fast so you get as many bargains as you can in your baskets. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling. It's a free phone number if you're dialing from your UK landline. You can also, of course, shop online. It's JewelleryMaker.com. These are perfect for putting in earrings that drop. They're also wonderful for little petals. You can graduate flowers, really gorgeous, and put some silver in the middle. These could be charms. Where are they going in your design? So maybe you're going to do the ladder weave with these, the ladder stitch. They'll sit nicely together, won't they? Let's give you Pip. Oh, Pip. I'm not ready for it. No, not if you're going to do that. Genuine black onyx. £5, 95 pence. Now I've got to let you know, and I'm so sorry to have to hurry you or panic you in any way, but these are about to sell out as far as people putting these in baskets have already gone. If you are lucky enough to have this in a basket, you have to check it out. Oh, there's a very cheeky web buyer buying lots of these. £5, 95 pence. You need to be on the phone lines if you want this. If you are on the phone lines, you are in direct competition with those that are shopping online on JewelleryMaker.com. Very, very limited stock of these now. Already 70% of the entire stock that I brought to you right now gone, sold out. If you want to grab yours without missing out, they're only £5.95. Genuine black onyx. This right here is an absolute Christmas cracker of a deal for you. We're not going to promise these price tags ever again. I can only guarantee them for right now. FCS for sugar, F for foxtrot, 45. 70% of that stock has gone. I'm going to leave that with you. Stay exactly where you are because I'm going to give you some incredible tribal Sahara Desert style gemstones now that are brand new and going straight in under £10. They're twisted ovals, so they're going to add that wonderful texture. Think about the way these are going to drop. Think about adding your wire around these, caging these perhaps. They are amazingly cold when you put them against the skin. I think they've got that sort of leopard skin effect to them. They're really, animal print is so big this season, isn't it? Have a look at all that pattern. Have a look at the veins that run through these, at the form of the gems. I mean, look at that. That's like that there, it reminds you of an Aboriginal piece of art, don't you think? My daughter's studying Aboriginal art at the moment. It's very reminiscent, I think, of that. It also looks like a barn owl with the little speckles. You know, when you look at a barn owl, that's what this reminds me of. What does it remind you of, Ben? Easter Island. Where's Easter Island?
Those big heads.
Oh, I know. Yes, I know. I'm so stupid. You know, those big heads. Now I know what you're talking about. Carved out of... Yeah. Didn't know that's what it was called. I didn't actually think that was real. I thought it was just in The Simpsons. Now you have got all this picture Jasper. There's lots of you on the phones for these already. I'm going to count them for you. It's brand new. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of these. Very barn owl. It's my barn owl strand. You knew they were going under £10, very cheekily, because they were supposed to be £12.95, but we're going to give them to you for £9.45, just so they could go in our under £10 hour. This is a little bit of a cheeky warm-up for Ed tonight, because he's going to be giving you some cheeky prices. Open your basket with us first to get lots of incredible strands under £10, and then I think Ed's got some fabulous findings for you going low, low, low. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling. As always, it's JewelleryMaker.com if you're shopping online. Extended money back guarantee. Don't forget that from now until the 31st of January next year. That's when Christmas will all be over. But it's fine because it's not ready yet. Now, wait, which one? Oh, can we do the pyrite? Can we do box number 3? Is that all right? Thank you. Now, have a look at these. No, pyrite. Have we got a new lover of pyrite to my right since you had that kit? Are you suddenly now really homing towards pyrite?
I've never bought it. I do like it. Don't you think?
You know those Mystic
do you think
coatings,
those cubes, if you had lapis and then pyrite, and then all coming down, it would be very Egyptian.
I love a cube. Egyptian jewellery was very structured.
Cubes can be a bit daunting, can't they? Because you know, what do you make with them other than just threading them on? But hopefully I've got an idea for another one, so hopefully I'll be back.
Now, you really enjoyed the pyrite, the little twinkly pyrite that made the cuff bracelet.
It's a hematite that was, wasn't it?
I think it was coated pyrite, wasn't it? Was it hematite? I was told it was pyrite, but probably it could have been either. With the metallic.
Yes.
So now a metallic gemstone is something that you are going to warm towards? Is it something you're going to think about using again?
Yeah, I think I will, yeah.
Now in these twists, you've got, well, they're actually ovals, but they're faceted ovals. So have a look at that sparkle that you get. Now I quite like the way these are faceted in a really different way. And I do think New Year's Eve, Christmas parties, now we haven't organised our Christmas party yet, we're a bit late in the day organising that, I can see it happening. Oh, it could get messy. Now I want to see your New Year's Eve pieces, those glamorous pieces, those go to the office party perhaps pieces. Have a look at the shape of these. Think about how they're going to fit in those earrings. Maybe make those Gatsby style tassels that you are so loving at the moment. GAG P38, your pyrite faceted rice beads, 10x6 is the measurements of each gemstone. They're all exactly the same, and of course they're going under £10. But by how much? Well, by a lot, at just £7.95. Get them in your life. Under £10 for a strand of pyrite is a fabulous price tag, a wonderful deal, a must-have strand for you here today. Make sure you grab them while you can. That code for you once more if you're shopping on YouTube or online is GAGP38, 190 carats, 10x6. Now, Pippin door. White hearts. Now hearts, a sentimental gemstone is always a good idea, because if you're selling jewellery as gifts, I think as girls, we like to buy the other girls in our family or in our circle of loved ones hearts, because they're sentimental, they're something you can keep. These are so perfect for bridal pieces, and it is a heart that is full of sentiment, so I do think we like to work with them. They're also great wings. If you put them tip to tip, they make a great angel wing. So if you're creating the angel Gabriel, we are doing a Christmas nativity. Hannah Oxbury's on it now. I hope she hasn't forgotten that I ordered her to do that. Hope she hasn't forgotten. Hannah, if you're watching now, I want to know how you're getting on with Mary and Joseph, please. Now, she's creating our nativity. I do love a nativity. There's something traditional about it. Hearts, though, again, there's something traditional about them. Sentiment. And Sarah, is that something that you like to offer in your jewellery?
They're very popular, aren't they, hearts?
Yes.
I would probably, I wouldn't wear them myself, personal preference. But I'm sure lots and lots of people will buy them. If you're on a craft stall, as you say, if you're looking for a gift for somebody, and it's got that feeling behind it, hasn't it?
I am a big fan of wearing hearts. I love them. Ever since that whole Moschino thing, I love them. I do. I like a chain with one of these on, just really elegant.
Yeah.
Earrings, very pretty.
Yeah.
Long silver chain, Those at the bottom, that's your tassel, isn't it? I also think that these look great as handbag charms.
Yeah.
They work really well in that way. Now, if you're doing an over-the-head necklace, you know how Sarah did with the beady beads? You could do that with just hearts. If you think, oh, that beady bead technique might be a little bit too advanced for me at the moment, try the hearts. Or alternate. Beady bead, heart.
Lovely,
bead,
yeah.
that would be gorgeous. Because they're white as well, they're going to go with everything, aren't they? Now you've got that shell, so you've got this wonderful sort of shimmer. And they're going under £10, obviously. Are these going to be cufflinks for the groom? They're only £6.95. Snap them up. And if, like Sarah, you've never used them before, what if you do polymer clay angels and you want some wings? Perfect. Are you creating Angel Gabriel? I was always Angel Gabriel. Anyone blonde always had tinsel around their head. I was told they were Angel Gabriel. I can imagine Ben as a young Gabriel. No? You were Pontius Pilate?
In the Nativity.
In the Nativity. What were you in the Nativity? Didn't you do a Nativity?
We were always just chorus angels.
Were you? Sheep, I've been once. My best thing was when Max was a donkey. Oh. We had to dress up as a donkey. I loved it. You were a rat in Dick Whittington, were you? A servant rat.
People aren't getting the concept of nativity in there, are they?
No, but everyone's got to have a part, you see, so they have to stop making things up. Like, you are the bed of straw in which Jesus lay. Can you be straw? You're like, I think so, yeah. £6.95 for these. Well done to you. Ryan, were you Joseph? I can see you. I knew you. You're always the kid that gets picked as Joseph. You're that kid. Oh, look, Ryan's Joseph again. Oh, me, miss, I can be Joseph. I'll hold Mary's hand.
We had a real baby one year at school.
A
I bet they can't do that anymore.
Do you know, in one of the plays that the kids had, somebody used their baby brother. I'm like, is this going to go well? It did, it was fine. He was asleep throughout the whole performance, which is good. I'm just going to go down here and grab my tweezers. I'll be back in a sec. Oh, there we are. Now, heart toggle clasps. Oh, keeping on that heart theme. Heart. I wouldn't ever put these at the back of the neck. They're going right at the front. And I'll tell you what I like putting them there and really go into town. You know, I love that certain style of necklace where I've got lots of layers. I like that. Now, have a look, because these are gold. 9 carat gold on solid sterling silver. Don't these look expensive? Now, they don't, of course, have to be toggle clasps. Again, they could be cufflinks. They could go in a necklace. Now, these could be lockets, little locket charms, couldn't they? Those would be nice. Does a locket have to open? Well, it could be a heart charm, couldn't it? AKG P40. You could lay that over the top of the white heart. Yes, I like that idea. Hip door. You're not just a designer. Now have a look. That is a good idea. Could you couldn't see that at all, could you? Could you see that one? There you go. There we are, darling. Right, my darlings. Have a look. Ben's laughing because I'm calling him darling. Oh, you called me darling? Oh, it is like ab fab, darling. It is a bit of a love fest, yeah. It's a lot of love. There's a lot of love. Well, it's because of the hearts. Bruce has just walked in and Ben's gone darling to him. It's like Blackadder in there, darling. Now, yes. Captain Darling, you are going to get the most awesome price on these sterling silver 9 carat gold, under £10. Now, how much can you add to the price tag of you? They're only £6.95. You've got to have these. They're only £6.95. That's just incredible. For two. You've got to, I mean, Sarah.
I would make an exception for a heart.
Even Sarah's up for girly hearts with this. Sarah, I'm going to make you a lover of hearts. Think about the Queen of Hearts in Alice in Wonderland. She's awesome. She's covered in hearts and roses. I'm heart crazy. You love a heart shape, do you, Pippindor? Pippindor loves heart shapes.
I think most people do. I'm just the odd one out.
No, listen, each to their own. What's your favourite shape, do you reckon?
For a feature, I would rather have a star than a heart.
Oh, I love hearts and stars together.
Do you?
Yeah. We don't have enough stars, do we? I do love them.
Little tiny stars would be lovely. You know how people say they do their little signature on the back of their bracelets and necklaces.
Did you ever get our hematite stars, the strands? Did you see them?
Yeah.
You should have got them if you love stars. They were amazing. Now, I'm going to give to you. Oh, more hearts. Dalmatian hearts. Love these.
Jenny, they're my favourite shape.
Actually, they're not hearts, they're trilliants. So there you go, they're triangles.
Oh, I like triangles.
Look at those. Very, very low in stock. No, they're brand new today, and we don't have that many of them. Now these are trilliants. How many trilliants do you see here at Jewellery Maker? We don't tend to keep hold of them. They do tend to go out. Triangles, because we don't see them so much, do go out the door. Where would a triangle fit into your designs, Sarah?
I was just wondering if you could ladder stitch those and get the sort of one way, one the other effect.
Yes, I like that idea. So a bit of beading thread, bit of black beading thread, one way, one the other. Adult print, huge. And I think Dalmatian print is probably the most wearable. It's probably the most friendly. It's probably the most sort of understated. And that spottiness. I mean, you can be really elaborate and Cruella de Vil about it, or you can just have a little bit in there, can't you? Just a little tiny bit. And I love that. I love, like a little speckled egg. I like this little speckling. What about you? Now Ben is saying mix this with stripes because spots and stripes are interesting and they're controversial together. He's saying, I would put these with some seedy beads. Isn't that perfect? I do like that as well. Now these could go in earrings. They could almost act as arrows, couldn't they? You could fill out gaps if you are doing a lot of wire work with these. They're brand new today, you've not seen them before. And Dalmatian Jasper is always popular. Blacks and whites, anybody can wear. They're timeless, they're fabulous, and they're only $5.95. You know you're not allowed to do that price tag, don't you? But you're not actually allowed to do...
I think they must have changed that rule, Jenny. I noticed that the other day.
No, actually, we're not allowed to do that. But Pip hasn't been told that. Did you not know? You're going to get in trouble. You're not allowed to do. That's for the website, that price. He's now panicking. $5.95.
It sounds quite genuine that he didn't know, though.
No, he didn't know.
Yeah, so.
Who trained you? They'll get the blame. Let's blame. Put the blame on the one who named him Gryffindor. Now, we're going to give to you one of my absolute favourites. Pippindor calls it lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. Are you serious? Have you seen the quality? Look at that. Oh, that's the best lapis lazuli I've seen in absolutely ages. This strand is incredible. Now, lapis lazuli has a real Egyptian feel about it, and in fact it should remind you of that Egyptian period because lapis blue was very, very much used in makeup. It was crushed down, painted on, mixed with milk actually, and painted, used in paintings and in makeup. And lapis lazuli is incredibly, incredibly important in the fashion world. Now, primarily the best lapis lazuli is found in Afghanistan, as is the best kunza, you know, all sorts of other gemstones. It's already hard to get hold of in that. I'm not sure exactly where this is from because our system's not telling us, but if I had to guess, I would say Afghanistan. It's already hard to get hold of for obvious reasons. Now look at the pyrite inclusions, those are natural. Are you thinking Vincent van Gogh's Starry Lights? Do you know that there was a recent terrestrial channel documentary about lapis lazuli? There is that much importance behind it. They had a whole hour long about this gemstone. Now it's very fast becoming one of the world's most popular sort of newer gemstones, and it's not a new gemstone in any sense of the word, but newer in terms of designer. A lot of designers using this. Think about Elsa Peretti, think about Jean Schlumberger at Tiffany & Co, think about also Paloma Picasso. Paloma Picasso is a massive fan of lapis lazuli. This really is an exceptionally beautiful strand, and I hand on heart tell you, this is the best strand of lapis lazuli I have seen perhaps ever here at Jewellery Maker. I'm being honest with you, because the pyrite inclusions are so striking in this strand. There's a real power behind lapis, and I do stand behind this gemstone and think how much I love it. It's so romantic, it's so deep, it's so rich, it's so wonderful. 800 644 655 is the number that you need to be calling. 370 carats of lapis lazuli. They're 18 by 13 millimeters NLG. P23 if you're shopping on the web stream. $8.95 is all you're going to pay. Now, anybody who's a fan of lapis needs this. Anybody who's never, ever used lapis needs this. I'm going to give them a quick count for you in case you're... Look, I mean, the quality is just insane. Maybe these are going to be earrings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I've got to say, look, I just opened this, and even on the split, the quality, can you see? Let me take this, look. That pyrite, I'm gonna just sort of separate that so you can you see it on the screen? It's really hard to, I mean, that's mad. When did you last see pyrite like this? Doesn't it look really expensive? Oh my gosh. It's the best one. I reckon I would make a stretchy bracelet. I would maybe make some cufflinks out of this. Really great in soutache because you've got some lovely edges. I mean, for gents as well as for ladies, this is just fabulous. Absolutely wonderful. One of these as a feature with lots of gold wire would look just breathtaking. Now I'm going to give to you. Yes, I love these. Are they open or closed? They're closed jump rings. You're going to really like these, Sarah. But I've seen these before, but I'm totally in love with them. They're jump rings, closed jump rings, and they are rose gold on sterling silver. They're huge and they are wonderful for design. Now, I saw on your website you had a necklace which was just around a circular, like a large jump ring with a tassel.
Oh yes, yeah.
You could create that with this, couldn't you?
Definitely. I've also done another one on there with quite a lot of similar things to that. Obviously not precious metal.
Would it be lovely to have the opportunity though?
Would be fabulous. And then just the odd bead.
Just one of these with a tassel hanging from it. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Now, Ben's asking, could I put them all together and make a ring out of it? Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, you could wire wrap these all together and make a ring out of it.
Could you just wear them?
You could just stack them, though, look like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a small
Stacking
one,
rings
though,
are
because it's
really
only going on my
popular,
little
aren't they?
finger. Yeah. Yeah, it does work. You could have a floating gemstone in the middle of them. But I would probably use these. Do you know what else you could do? You could link them with with jump rings and make a bracelet out of them, couldn't you?
Definitely.
That would be a really thick bracelet just around the top. Just trying to do it without them falling off. You know, you could make a really cute bracelet with those.
I've seen one like that the other day. I don't know if it was one of the girls who I was on my screen test with, and she managed to get a gemstone suspended in those circles. It just looks fabulous.
Really? Aren't they wonderful?
Mm-hmm. Lovely. Great texture.
They really have the most amazing texture. And look at all of these bunched together would make a nice brooch actually. Oh, they're going under £10, aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4. What, less than £2 each? They're going to be
those
less
on a chain would be nice, just dangling and jingling around.
Actually, just putting it like that on a chain. Now people put rings on a chain.
You could put all 6.
Absolutely.
Lovely.
Are you doing that price? He's done it. $7.95.
Lovely.
You've got to get deals like that. Where else would you get precious metal findings from, Sarah?
Nowhere cheaply.
Would it have to be online?
Yeah, I would think so. I think a lot of maybe a smaller craft shops, I think you were saying this yesterday, they just can't afford to buy the stock to then be able to package it up and sell it in smaller quantities, because it's an outlay, isn't it, for them?
I just think you're getting a great deal. I'm just being told, got to hurry up, we've got hardly any time. Okay. We're going to give to you. You've got sterling silver and 9 carat gold on sterling silver lobster claw clasps here. I'm going to move as quick as I can because I want to get as many deals as I can in for you. Oh, it's like the Late Show. So I'm going to give you the opportunity. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, okay, so you've got 20 altogether, 10 of each colour. You've got 10 of the gold, 10 of the silver, sterling silver with 9 carat gold over the top. Here they all are. Now these are essential. I do find that a lobster claw clasp will accommodate quite a heavier gemstone in comparison to your bolt ring. They're also very good quality. They spring back nice and quickly, so you know you've got the security. You don't have to worry about it not moving quick enough to clutch onto your gemstones if you're doing up your own necklaces or bracelets. Now these are all going under £10, which makes them less than 50 pence each, which is already bonkers. They're only £8.95. You've got to grab these deals. Never, ever, ever run out of findings. You cannot complete that project, that necklace, that charm. If you want to just think, oh, I'm just going to make a nice charm bracelet, it's my friend's birthday. Oh no, no class. These are perfect for charm bracelet, little charms or charm necklaces. $8.95. JEG C08 item code. I'm so sorry to rush you. I'm going to have to move on. We are very, very busy right now. And I'm going to give to you gorgeous lemon quartz. Have a look at this. The colour is striking. Now, if you've ever seen yellow beryl and you couldn't afford it, this is your next alternative. Look at that colour. Absolutely Christmassy golden, isn't it? Now these are in saucers and they work really well because they've got those faceted edges. They work really well as little sparkles. If perhaps you're doing christening pieces and you don't know if it's going to be a girl or a boy, these are fab. Now they are little buttons. Look, you've got that edge. So you could put a head pin through there, roll it back at the other side, and there is a little button for you. Now they're graduated, and they're mirror graduated, they're step cut. And all the details for the graduations are on your screen. I'll read them for you in just a second. You've got that clarity, you've got that colour, you've got that step cut. Graduations between 7x3 to 9x3 on an 18 centimetre strand. Now this is not supposed to go under £10. Originally $12.95, we're going to price slash it for you tonight. Now this price slash is just for this show. It will go back up again after the show, so you better hurry. We had to do it for you. £9.95 down from £12.95. If you're watching this on a YouTube stream, it could be that you're not going to get the $9.95, but I'll give you the code to have a try. VKG K97. I've got to move on, and we're going to give to you now the now I've got the hole puncher, which I love, and we had out of stock the other day, but I'm going to do the crowns, which is box number 17, and then I'm going to give you some more cedar beads, or shall I do number 15? Which one shall I do? I'm going to get the crowns first because I love these. These are, now this is my, do you know what I've got in the pipeline? I've got these, and my idea is to make a polymer clay frog and making the Prince frog and put a little crown on top. I love these. Now these are actually bead caps as well, so I'm going to put them the way they're supposed to go, but I like them as crowns on top of the gemstones. And if you are creating little angels, these will be perfect. Or if you're doing the three kings in a polymer clay nativity, here's your little gold crowns. So they go either way up. These are sterling silver. They could be stars as well, couldn't they? I'll show you how. Aren't they cute? Don't you think they're fab? Now they've got those drill holes there as well. These were new a couple of weeks ago. I fell in love with them and they are in my stash already. They're at home. I'm quite obsessed with Christmas, as you know as well. I think this would make nice little star charms, and you like little stars as well, don't you? Crowns or stars, bead caps, whatever it is you want these for, you've got to get on the phone quickly. They're sterling silver with real 9 karat gold over the top, rope effect. The detail is incredible. They're only $5.95. Now the deal you're seeing here is also the staff price. That's what I paid for mine. Mind-blowing in terms of value, because I know I got value for money when I bought mine at that price tag. 0800 644 655 is the number if you're dialing, or the w's.jewellerymaker.com if you are online. Last one of the day, and then we'll catch up with Sarah on her challenge is, are you ready for me already? Well done, you've moved. Which one should we do? And we got the star by. Let's do, should we do the butterflies? Number 16. I love butterfly charms. Here we go. Little butterflies. We've got to do this exceptionally quickly because we've also got our star by. Have a look. So you've got your butterflies. Oh. 1. Aren't they cute? 2, 3, 5 of these. And these are just perfect for little girls. Earrings. I like the idea of having a bow and a butterfly and a drop pearl. These are great little charms and they're just popular. Hearts, flowers, butterflies, stars. We love them, don't we, girls? 5 of these, again, solid sterling silver. How cute would these be in a little girl's hair accessory for if they were a bridesmaid? They'd be so pretty. TJAZ01 is your item code. They're 9x4, and they're going low at just $7.95. The intricacy is amazing, absolutely wonderful. Now, without further ado, we're going to get over and see Sarah's designs. We're going to do the star. We're going to do the star by first. Sorry. Now, okay, it's time for your star by. Time for your star by. Loads of you have been asking what time we're doing those huge slabs, and for me, this is a strand like nothing we've seen before. It's a deep, deep mahogany red that you're getting. I would not describe these as brown. They're definitely red. Deep, rich, rich, rich maroon, if you like. Look at the formation of these gemstones. Have a look at those stripes, and you can really appreciate them for their amazing organic properties. Look at that one, frothy and creamy. That looks gorgeous. And then you've got all these stripes, again, almost tribal that you see there. How fabulous are these? Variants of size 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is what you get on your strand. You're also getting the black seedy beads as well. Hop online or hop on the phone. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling, or the w's.jewellerymaker.com if you're dialing. Now this is tonight's star by. The agate rounds are 2 mil, and your Earth's agate faceted slabs. Earth's agate, how wonderful, are 31 by 21 to 42 by 29. We're going to give you your price tag because I still haven't seen Sarah's jewellery yet. $8.95. Is this a huge profit maker for you if you are wire wrapping these as individual pendants? A great deal that you've got here at £8.95. We're going to take them over to Sarah and go and have a look at her wonderful jewellery that she's created today. Of course, you've got the seedy beads in there as well. So if you have got the seedy bead bug from Sarah's wonderful designs today, take advantage of that. Maybe you want to do a little bit of a wire wrap over the top with those slabs as well.
wire the little beads over the top of them.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, do like
lovely.
a beaded cage,
Lovely.
can't you? Aren't they gorgeous? Now we are running out of time. Sarah, thank you so much for your amazing inspiration today.
Thank you. It's
if
been
you
great.
want to check out Sarah's designs, then you can go to Peridot Crafts
On Facebook.
on
that is,
Facebook.
Yeah.
Have a look at that. Ed's coming up with some absolute deals for you. How does he do it? I can't tell you, but there is a I do know. Is that Hannah Oxford's lipstick on your face? Only joking. He's looking at me and shaking his head. Now, the deals you're about to experience at 5 o'clock on the Late Show. How did you get that Oh, you're a little monkey. Look, the women next door have been feeding him as well. Sarah, we have been inspired by you. I love this charm bracelet.
Thank
I
you.
love the greens. Today's theme has definitely been Sarah Green.
It has. Thank you very much, Jenny.
Thank you. You've been amazing, Sarah. I just thought you're a great guest, and please come again. And you are, in fact, booked in to come in again, aren't
I'm
you?
coming on the 4th.
On the 4th, so definitely tune in on December the 4th. Do you know what's coming up for us on December the 4th? You're not allowed to tell us yet?
I don't know.
Sapphire? You've got Sapphire in one of your kits?
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere, because Ed is up. Get out of it, you next. We'll see you later. Thank you, goodbye, God bless.
Join us on Jewellery Maker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything